All right, what's going on? We back, Goodfellas Sports TV. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love, support. Uh, don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out to the email if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, a video request. Keep sharing the videos. Want to make a donation to the channel? Cash App, PayPal in description. Obviously, we live, or if we do a premiere, Super Chat is there. But I prefer PayPal, Cash App first. Then the super chat. But shout out to everybody that's already here. Timothy Grant, the real GOAT, Samuel, C Dub. So Bobby Ingram did an interview with Talk Sports. I'll put it in the description in a minute. He did an interview with Talk Sports. He talked about Lopez and Lomachenko and Big Baby Miller. His fight should be announced, should be figured out this week when he gonna fight. He signed a co-promotional deal with Top Rank in conjunction with Greg Cohen and Demetrius Sautier, however you pronounce his name. He talked about basically he want to talk to Dana White about Bud versus Conor McGregor doing a 1-1, one in the boxing ring, one in the MMA. Also, big topic about Jermall Charlo ducking a lot of smoke. Oscar said they ducked the Canelo fight. And also Eddie Hearn saying they ducking the Boo Boo fight. And then Wilder does respond to AJ calling them out. So we briefly talk about that. Dre salute. Lather salute. Don't forget to check out our sponsor, the Hill Blaze 200% all natural products. Lotion, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, deodorant, toothpaste, hair pomade, and much, much more. Website, promo code Goodfellow1Box in the description. They get you 18% off. They got everything over there. Go check out their website. Real good prices. But but I listened to the interview, and it was a podcast, and basically said he want to talk to Dana White about doing it. Bud does have a wrestling background, so that definitely helps out. If he goes to the octagon one time, he can stand up. He just got to learn how to defend against kicks. Obviously, he know how to submit, take down. Both his sons wrestle. I think his son one of them won a national tournament after being a runner-up the year before. I think that was last year. They doing tournaments right now. So down there, like Omaha, like in Nebraska, Iowa, places like that, wrestling is huge. So, he won a few boxers I know that got a wrestling background. Kermit Citron is one, Bud is one, and he actually wrestled Christopher Colbert, and Colbert said he real strong, and people think he kind of weak, but he not. Angel Santos salute. So everybody want Conor McGregor. McGregor the hot name, but it's Floyd Mayweather fight to lose, and Floyd is probably going to fight him. So at the end of the day, this just shows how they have no idea how to get Bud a fight without PBC, and people saying, "Well, it's Aram's job to get him a fight, and ain't shit he can do about it." I mean, Virgil Ortiz. I just listened to De La Hoya talking about Virgil Ortiz. It ain't nothing they can do about it. Al Haymon don't want to work with them for obvious reasons. So if you at the welterweight division, only thing you really can do is try to be the mandatory and try to make these fights happen. But you got to sit there and wait. The division is getting held up by Premier Boxing Champion. So not only is Bud, Virgil Ortiz, Rashidi Ellis, and other guys on the outside looking in. So you got to get creative with fights. Will Bud go up and fight this year? That's a tall order. Can he go down? That's something they talked about him going down facing the Taylor Ramirez winner. You know what I'm saying? So right now, all that Sean Porter talk, they got real quiet. All that Sean Porter fight talk got real quiet. Sean Porter ain't said a motherfucking word at all. And understandably so, he got married. But Sean Porter ain't said nothing. Danny Garcia don't look like he gonna get a fight. He ain't said nothing. So, at the end of the day, we suffer when boxing promoters and advisors and networks don't work together. You know what I'm saying? We suffer. This is what happened. We got to sit here, and Conor McGregor is the most wanted fighter in the welterweight division. It's Floyd Mayweather's fight. It's Floyd Mayweather fight to lose. And that's what it is. It's his fight to lose. And I don't think he's going to lose it. Pacquiao calling him out. Now Bob trying to get a piece of him. It's not going to work. Mayweather they had this in mind when Mayweather carried him. How many rounds they went last time? They been had this in mind. Don't be surprised if you don't see Leo and Santa Cruz on the Mayweather McGregor undercard. And they coming to snatch Canelo Day. So it's unfortunate that Crawford is in the position that he's in. Some people laugh at the position. Some people feel bad for him. Some people just don't care. But me personally, I want to see the best fight the best. And it is what it is. PBC pro PBC people, they don't see it. If everybody's saying something, if Tank Duck Tevin, $5 to $7 million offer. All right, LB, he said it basically. He acknowledged it. You know what I'm saying? And if he said you can match the offer, Tank Tevin to come over to PBC, they could match the offer. Jermall Charlo, Andrade, they want to fight. Eddie Hearn made an offer. He said basically, I got something today that said he said no. I got something today that confirmed that he ducked Canelo Alvarez, which could be somewhere in the middle, somewhere in between. But the thing you need to look out for, why ain't Jermall Charlo out here defending himself? When somebody says something that's not true with social media, all you gotta do is get on Instagram, Allen, salute. For 5 seconds, say, man, De La Hoya, Rashid, salute. De La Hoya full of shit. Is he saying it? No. So y'all can't come out here and say, Charlo and Bud in the same position. That's absolutely false. That's absolutely false. The only nigga that's in the same position as Bud I can think of is Gary Russell. And at one point, Rigondeaux. You know what I'm saying? If you had offers, and I've been saying this about Deontay Wilder too. Wilder is not the A-side versus Anthony Joshua, no matter how much niggas want to close their eyes and wish upon a star. Wilder is not the A-side versus Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is the A-side. I said it 2 years ago that Deontay Wilder would have to compromise to fight Anthony Joshua. People forget Floyd Mayweather before the maturation process, before he manifested, into Money Mayweather. Pretty Boy had to do everything Oscar said he had to do. I'm gonna pull up that interview and share it in the on social media and share it in the post in the community tab where he did this interview. And he talking to the kids at the boxing gym, and he says it's like when he after he fought De La Hoya, he says that when I fought De La Hoya, I didn't choose nothing. De La Hoya chose the ring size, he chose the venue, he gave me the money he wanted me to have, he chose my gloves. Only thing I had to do was bring my gym bag, my shorts, my shoes, and show up to the arena. De La Hoya controlled everything. Deontay Wilder want to be great. A lot of these businessmen with white collars, they got a personal vendetta against each other. Nobody want to submit to somebody else, and I think that's a huge part of it. Nobody want to say, "Damn, I gotta seem like I'm working in a big fight. I gotta submit to Eddie Hearn, or I gotta submit to Al Haymon." Everybody want to be the man. No matter if your fighter the B side, C side, or the A+ side, or the A- A side. Everybody want to be the man. This is egos in here. No matter if you feel like your fighter will get the knockout or not. It's too many egos involved in boxing. Too many egos. So now, people saying, well, Charlo, I'm in the same. No, you're not in the same position as Bud. You getting offers, and then you just started making $1 million in 2019. Lisa, salute. You just started making $1 million in 2019. Let that sink in for a minute. He just started making $1 million in 2019. Show me where you made $3, $4, $5, $6, $10 million at. 7. You just started making. Come on, man. That's absurd. That's absurd. To turn down any fight. If you really can beat Canelo, beat him. If you really could beat Andrade, beat him. So you can't compare him to Gary Russell. You can't compare him to Terence Crawford. No, Charlo not going to the zone. He turned down 2 offers allegedly. So he's not going. And from a business aspect, why would he? Al Haymon probably about to end up getting a WBA belt. He had 2 belts. That's good enough. You could be half undisputed. And then what Al Haymon going to do is put some of his fighters in position coming up from 54 to get the other couple belts. So why would he? He's about to take over 54 and 60. Watch what I tell you. His welterweight's going to come to 54. His 54 pounder is going to come up to 60. But Al worked with DAZN though. He sent Andy Ruiz over there. He sent Derevchenko over there. They said without Al Haymon, the Triple G and Derevchenko fight never would have got made. Al Haymon got deals with DAZN in other markets. That's what you don't know. Al Haymon works with DAZN. PBC comes on DAZN in other markets. But none of his fighters are A fighters though. None of them. All of them is C fighters for the most part. His popular fighters, Earl Spence, I get it. But Wilder, if it wasn't for DAZN, Wilder wouldn't even be getting the money he getting now. And that's for real. If it wasn't for DAZN, Wilder wouldn't be getting no $20 million guarantee to fight. That's because DAZN set the standard for Wilder. Fred, salute. DAZN is the reason why. If DAZN never came along, Wilder still be getting what the fuck he was getting, $2, $3, $4 million a fight. That's a fact. That's a fact. So don't compare these dudes to Crawford. Don't compare them to Crawford. Because if Sean Porter and Crawford was going to fight, they got to be in camp in about a month. Come on. Why Sean Porter ain't come out and say, well, let's get it cracking. When I get off my honeymoon or whatever, let's get it cracking. Kenny pump faking too. They don't want that fight. Kenny pump faking too. Danny Garcia about to be the number one contender. He pump fake. He don't want them fights, man. It's a difference. You can't say that Charlo is like Terence Crawford. You can't put him. You can't put him in that shit. Keith Thurman ain't coming back to the middle of the year. Somebody think about Keith. Keith Thurman might not come back no time soon. He said he started punching in March with his hand injury. Pacquiao fighting Errol. I told y'all that. All these dudes clout chasing McGregor. That's Mayweather. That's Mayweather kill. Why you think Mayweather carried him? You think he carried him to punish him? No, he carried him for a rematch. He carried him for a rematch. Open your eyes up. You can't say these dudes like Gary Russell. Gary Russell, Santa Cruz didn't want to fight him. He moved up. Marraz still didn't want to fight him. Only guy to call out Gary Russell was Tevin Farmer in another weight class. So I it'll be an easy fight to make because they both fight on ESPN, McGregor and Terence Crawford, and you never know. It might be more appealing to McGregor because Crawford gonna come to the octagon. Mayweather ain't coming to no octagon. Mayweather don't have multiple martial arts. That's why I tell you guys that can go to the octagon is probably gonna be the Klitschko brothers. They boxers and kickboxers. Dillian White, Jarrell Miller, Kermit Citron, and Terence Crawford is the guys I could think of that's gonna go over to the octagon because they know multiple martial arts. That's it. Clarissa Shields, she go over there, she gonna get murked. It ain't something that it ain't nothing. It's not like going to a job and learning how to work the RF scanner and no shit like that. It ain't learning how to. It ain't. I don't know what the way would be. It ain't learning like how to do a PowerPoint presentation. That ain't that shit. You talking about? You don't just take no Muay Thai class and learn. That take years of mastering. That's years of mastering. Not only if you don't have nothing but boxing, you gotta learn how to take down, how to get out of submissions. You gotta defend kicks. All that's a lot to learn. That's a lot to learn. That's a lot to learn. Mayweather was signed to Showtime. Not Showtime is PBC. Same thing. Television show occurs on people. They work together. Same thing. You need to learn how to take down, at least know how to take down. So you're looking at or the kickbox. That's who you're looking at. Those probably the five that I know of, and I think Rigondeaux got a wrestling background. If I'm not mistaken, Rigondeaux was a wrestler as well too. You know what I'm saying? So you got a couple guys that in boxing that can do it. You got a couple guys that can do it. He said Smith from PBC made excuses why Crawford can't get a fight with Spence. One excuse was Crawford needs to build himself up like Fury to get a Spence fight. Fury ain't built up. We already talked about that, though. Loma, too. I think, Loma got somewhat of a background, I believe. I mean, it's always an excuse, but nobody. I just hate that a lot of dudes on YouTube or with a boxing opinion, they like females. They don't want to admit when they wrong. I admit when I'm wrong. People say, "Oh, you said this." I'm like, "Yeah, whoop de whoop. This is why I said this." Or yeah, you right. A lot of dudes don't want to admit that they wrong, and that's a female trait, dog. That's a female trait. What's next? I don't know. Yeah, Lippy X is a kickboxer. I thought I mentioned him, but yeah, yep, him too. Andre Ward, I don't know about Ward. I know he played football. Maybe he did for us. I'm not sure. But yeah, Lippy X had a kickbox. So some of them dudes do well. They know how to defend against kicks and shit like that. Take down. Wrestling is the hardest. That's the hardest shit to deal with. The wrestling. If you got wrestling and stand up, you got a chance. Learn how to defend against the kicks. You got a chance. That wrestling shit ain't no joke. You ever wrestle for real? That take a lot of stamina. Can these boxers keep negotiations behind closed doors? They not negotiating through the media. They might call each other out. But shit, hey, at the end of the day, it's the promoters. Shit, when people keep asking you, hey, why this ain't happening? Well, shit, what you supposed to say? You gotta tell the truth. Well, Al Haymon ain't trying to work with us. And a lot of y'all dudes is Vigil Ortiz fans. He fucked up too. For real. You forgot a chin. I ain't worried about the chin. Because usually you get kicked, you going to sleep anyway. For real. It really ain't even about it. I mean, don't really matter. A lot of times you going to sleep anyway, you get kicked and hit with them gloves on. It's different. But a lot of them dudes don't know how to strike like boxers know how to strike. That's the difference. They so used to wearing those small gloves, they might be knocking out another MMA fighter out, but another boxer could take that. So, like I said before, man, with Crawford, I mean him and McGregor, I mean that just let me know they don't know what they don't have no projection for him. That let me know that there might be a supplement to maybe if Sean Porter don't want to fight, or he really ain't got no choices. It's sad. It's real sad. In the predicament that he in, but ain't nothing you can do. Sometimes it is what it is. You just can preserve yourself. I would have him fighting 3 or 4 times a year. Stay active, and when your number calls, stay ready. That's it. That's the only thing he can do right now. He did everything people done asked him to do. But when you got people that's blind witnesses, man, they got so much faith in you that they don't see logic. It ain't nothing you can do about it. Errol Spence is a hoe. I've been saying that shit from the beginning. I don't care. People get mad. He a hoe. He not just a hoe for being scared of Bud or not wanting the Bud fight. However it make you feel comfortable. My whole point about him being a hoe is you dog Keith Thurman out for doing the same shit you doing. You know what I'm saying? You dog Danny Garcia out. You dog Sean Porter out. You dog Berto out. You dog all these dudes out when they wouldn't let you in. Now you get in your position and you do the same thing to another brother. You know how I feel to get dogged out. You know how I feel to get dogged out. Come on. He a hoe. He a hoe. Ain't no 2 ways around it. Ain't no 2 ways around it. When you was getting froze out, niggas was riding for you. Oh, that nigga need to fight Earl. Sean need to fight Earl. He Keith Thurman, I'm telling you, bro. He did all that calling out, and then when it's a foe there that he's scared of and he not sure he can beat, all of a sudden now it's business. ASAP, I'm telling y'all, man, come on, man. Like, if you can't see it, you can't see it. It's not everybody else then, bro. It ain't everybody else. It's him. It's him. It's him. That nigga get a little bit. It's like the nigga in the hood. Get his tax money and start acting different. Yo, mans, he always ain't got no money to pitch in for wings. He ain't never got no. It's different for Canelo, AJ, and Triple AJ. They getting money. They get money. He ain't getting that type of money. He not. You keep comparing him to Canelo and AJ. That's 35 or better. I ain't talking about 35 cents, 3,500, $35. That's $35 million or better. I get it then. I get it. That's $35 million. He got his own money. He's rich. Baby, when I tell you the boy's got his own money, he's really got his own money. Y'all you niggas don't know where that came from. He got his own money. Y'all don't know where that came from. People want to act like, wow, he touching that type of money. Yeah, like he touching that type of money. I'll do a prediction on Ramirez and Postal. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. He got his own money. Yeah, coming to America. Like, that's different, my nigga John Amos. So it's different though, bro. Shout out to LA12. C4. Tell me if Earl Spence got the resume that Canelo got. Tell me he got the resume AJ got. He don't. He don't. I can get what Canelo doing it for. I get it. If Earl Spence getting 30, if he got a $330 million deal and he ain't got to fight certain people, man, I'm like, man, I get it, bro. I get it. I ain't even mad. I get it. That's why I chilled out on AJ, bro. $85 million and you want me to go fight that killer Wilder? And I get 85, 30, 50 million. Man, please. Please. Child, please. And Wilder, they struggling to pay Wilder $20 million to fight. I mean, if Earl was making that type of money, I get it. If he was established, 3 belts, he getting that type of money, I get it. He not. If Earl offered Spence $20 million, you think he not gonna. They just overturned $10 million. $10 million. $7 to $10 million. I heard they was willing to pay him up to $10 million. He said no. No, he just started making $1 million last year. $10 million. You crazy. Peter Quillen dropped his belt for $500,000. No, he ain't taking it. I guarantee you he ain't taking it. Remember Canelo? Remember that was a fake rumor? Man, please. Please. They offered that boy $7 to $10 million, bro. I heard 10 they was willing to go up. That boy duck. He ain't even they offered him 3. That's 2 more million than he ever made. He just started making him. Go watch the Danny Jacobs when Danny Jacobs pulled on you. He's put up on. This is in 2018. This around March, April. He said, I know March and February, March, I think. What'd he say? He said, I know exactly what you touching. You ain't even getting $1 million yet. I'll get there. That's exactly what he said. He said, Danny said, you're not even I'm touching M's. He said, you're not even getting an M yet. You're not even getting $1 million yet. I'll get there. That's what he said. That's what he said. He said, you're not touching the M yet. I'll get there. Then he tried to touch on, you know what I'm touching. He said, I know exactly what you're touching. You talking about, dude? They offered to Tank 5 to 7 to come fight Tevin Farmer, bro. They offered Tank 5 to 7. Ellerby acknowledged it, bro. Leonard Ellerby acknowledged it. They countered with $2 million for Tevin. Come on, man. Y'all just blind. Y'all just blind, bro. Y'all want to believe what y'all want to believe. I'm not here to convert no PVC tarts to nothing else. Nothing that's going on. Nigga, it's one fighter saying another fight. All of them saying the same thing. Jermall Charlo, Errol Spence, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, all them dudes don't want particular fights. All them go quiet. Javante Tank, no matter how many times they show y'all, they ducks, y'all turn, and then y'all jump on AJ. Ain't none them niggas ain't even getting 10. Most of them ain't even getting 10% of what AJ got for his last fight. They ain't even getting $8 million a fight. Guaranteed, no back end money. That's $85 million he got. They not getting 10% of what he getting. And you sitting here want to criticize him? Please. Errol Spence not even established. Texans don't love Errol Spence like they love AJ in the United Kingdom. They don't. They don't. So now this dude got to go out here and try to make clown shows with Conor McGregor to give him prominent fights. He said that was the biggest fight right now, though. It asked for $50 million. Who are you talking about? 50, not a fight worth over $100 million. Wilder was offered $120 million deal to come to the zone for 4 fights. If Wilder was so valuable to Fox or Showtime, why they ain't pay him? Yeah, I don't know if it was fixed or not. But Nate Diaz said it was. Do it matter? No, I don't really care. But shout out to Torrey. So tell me. Wilder was offered a 4-fight deal for $120 million. 3-fight deal for, I think it was a 3-fight for 100 or 4-fight for 100 and 5-fight for 1, whatever it was. He turned down the deal. He turned down the deal. Why nobody talking about that? I want to know what AJ getting. That's what he said, right? He said I want to know what Anthony Joshua making. But they got mad at Demetrius Andrade when he said, "Why I want to know why is Jermall making more than me? I'm the champion." That's why. It ain't about winning and losing no more for Deontay Wilder. It ain't about that. It's about a power struggle. I want to show people that I'm equal to AJ. He want to be more equal to AJ in finances than beating him in the ring. That's terrible. If you gonna beat AJ and you gonna knock him out and you gonna get paid more than you ever got paid before, what's the problem? Once you beat the king, don't that make you the king? Ain't that what made Floyd go to another level, beating Oscar De La Hoya? If Anthony Joshua is your gateway to being higher, you take a loss. You take a loss. I take that loss. If they get me what $40 million to fight AJ, he getting 80. I take that loss because I know once I whoop him and I whoop him again, I'm gonna be the nigga getting $80 million next time. I'm gonna be the dude getting $80 million. People don't pay no attention to that. That's why I said on my video today. I said I don't believe neither one of them. I don't believe neither one of them. Just keeping it real, it's logical. I said it 2 years ago. I said for Wilder to get that fight, he got to compromise. Watch what I tell you, bro. He already know who he fighting next. He gonna fight. If he don't fight Fury next, right after this, if he win, he gonna fight Kanowski and probably then Fury again down the line. If Fury want to do it again. That's it. He already promised Adam Kanowski a fight. That's just what it is. And if Wilder was such a valuable asset, if Errol Spence was such a valuable asset, why they don't sold him up the network deals? Showtime was talking about signing Devin Haney. They didn't do it. They don't care about him like that. They didn't care about him like that. You know, that's the truth. They didn't care. Listen to that other shit you want to. Listen to these fake pro-black dudes out here and trying to play neutral, man. I don't respect no channel that don't tell it how it is. How they believe it, how it. I ain't riding no fence. I'm telling you how I think it is. I'm telling you how I think it is. How I see it from my vantage point. What I know from behind the scenes. That's all I care. So a lot of these dudes that saying they being ducked, they being avoided. They're not. They're not being ducked and avoided. They're not. They're not being ducked and avoided. And it's cool. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to sit here and get your money and live your life, I'm fine with it, bro. But don't sit out here and say, I'm the king. Oh, when he get a belt, I'm going to beat him. Oh, I'm the man in the division. I'm the best in the division. Nah, bro, then we gonna want to see you prove it. He said, Radio Raheem asked Wilder his opinion on AJ being willing to offer 50-50, and fool started stuttering like he didn't want the fight. I mean, his Shelly Finkel responded, but I'll get to that in a minute. But like I said before, if it come to Bud having to react, having to fight McGregor or Jorge Masvidal or Tyrone, I don't know who all these dudes is. I'm still learning in UFC. If it come to that, man, and if it come to that, and motherfuckers laughing because one guy don't want the. That's why I don't be listening to dudes no more. That's why I don't listen no more. You know what I'm saying? You got people legitimately laughing because the dude can't get a fight. You know, and now we get weekends like Danny Garcia, Karate Body Salute, Neutral Natural Salute. We get dudes like Van, what's going on? We get dudes, Marcus, I see you. We get dudes like Danny Garcia fighting Ivan Rednich. Think about it. If people about YouTube is about monetizing and getting your money and going to fights or doing whatever, what bigger event this year would be Danny Garcia and Terence Crawford for monetization and getting money? Imagine, Bomac and Angel and Terence going. I mean, it'll be a fire weekend. You're gonna make more money than you ever did on YouTube. You're gonna get more hits than you ever did going to that fight. Then Ivan Rednich and then Kavalauskas and Crawford. When you can have Danny and Crawford. Anything can happen when you got Danny Garcia counterpunching ability. You got Danny Garcia power. You got Crawford ability to be aggressive. Anything can happen. Why not want to see that? Why not? Why not? Danny Garcia battle tested. He a Hall of Famer in my opinion right now. You know what I'm saying? Why not? Why you want to keep seeing Charlo fighting Brandon Adams and fighting Korobov and fighting Jorge Sebastian? I might want to keep seeing that shit when you can watch him fight Demetrius Andrade. Why? Question. You know what I'm saying? Why you want to see Vigil Ortiz just sit there and have to wait to wait on Errol? Everything is wait. We waited on Keith Thurman for 2 years. Now we waiting on Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, like part of me, and I don't like Pacquiao like that. I respect what he done as a fighter, but I'm not a fan. But part of me want Pacquiao to knock that motherfucker out. Part of me, I'll keep it real. Part of me, I'd rather see Errol Spence win. But part of me, I'd rather see Manny Pacquiao knock his fronts out. I probably enjoy it. I ain't gonna lie. I can admit that. I can admit it. I probably enjoy it if he retired Errol Spence. I enjoyed it if Errol Spence retired. I really don't have a dog in the race. That's one of the fights that whatever the outcome is, I'd be cool with it. Because if Manny Pacquiao win and fight Mayweather or retire and dismantle the belts, then the division get more competitive. You know what I'm saying? Then you got the belts for free. If Errol Spence beat him, then I still got the Crawford fight to look forward to. Hopefully, maybe not. Or maybe Errol Spence vacate, move up because he got to fight his mandatory for the IBF, his interim title in 90 days. Maybe he move up, drop the belts, and I laugh. But I don't see him moving up fighting. I don't see him moving up fighting them killers up there. He said that's why Al Haymon don't show his face, E-Man East, or do interviews. So he ain't got to say that his PBC fighters turning down these fights. It makes sense now. Al is like these dudes' lawyer. Pretty much when they get in trouble, he bond them out. Remember Antonio Tarver had that big casino debt. He bailed him out. Allegedly, obviously, he was allegedly. You know, I don't even care if Pacquiao wins. Just knock the 2-fighter Earl Linky fooling, man. But that's just my opinion on it, bro. These niggas is fanboys, man. The very thing people swear against, they have become. Remember at one point Spence wanted to smoke with Harrison. And I don't remember that one, Brandon. But you're probably right. That motherfucker go up to 54. He gonna get exposed. He ain't that good. I've been telling y'all that. That dude ain't that good. You know what I'm saying? He ain't that good. He ain't even improving like I think he should be. Yeah, these dudes want to be Floyd. It ain't that I'm the biggest Terence Crawford fan out there. I just want to see this man get these fights and see if he truly special or not while he in his prime. That's it. That's it. He ain't that good, bro. Go watch the tape. Errol Spence not that good. He square up a lot. Look at the Sean Porter fight. He made that fight way more difficult than it had to be. He don't have no skills for real, bro. He don't. He don't have no skills. The reason him and Jermall Charlo is successful doing what Derrick James is doing is because they got good stamina, they strong fighters, they big for their weight class, and they got enough power to get by. That's it. And they got a good enough jaw. That's it. That's it. They ain't shit special. They not shit special. Errol Spence don't know how to transition from offense to defense. And when he did it, he knocked down Sean Porter. Had he been able to do that on a regular basis and punch with Sean Porter, he'd have beat Sean Porter. He need to be on his toes, slipping. He ain't got no skill, man. He ain't got that jab. That jab it look good versus inferior competition. That jab look. He like Triple G. I'm telling you, he remind me of Triple G. He look good versus inferior competition, but once he fight a guy like Derevchenko, the difference is Triple G got so much money invested into him, and Triple G got a damn good chin. We don't know if Errol Spence got that Triple G chin. You don't know if he got that chin like Triple G, especially after the accident. Derek Bailey, salute. I'm just telling my opinion. He said, "Wait, Smith term Salvatore had no adjustment for getting turned off the ropes by Porter." Yeah, all you gotta do is turn him and box him. That's it. That's it. He's stiff. He don't have no looseness in his lip and his hips. He don't move his head. He don't get on his toes. He don't know how to work angles. That dude he Triple G. You take away Errol Spence's jab, he's just ordinary people. He don't know which way to go. He just ordinary people. He just needs to take it slow. Take it slow. He do good. If he get killed at 54, you out your rabbit ass mind. If he would do good at 54, he'd be there right now. He get killed. He gonna do good when everybody move on up. To the east side, we finally got a piece of the pie. When they move on up, he'll be good. Facing Keith Thurman, Danny Garcia at 54. And 54 is bad stretch season in my Corey Lee voice. He get ice. He ain't got no damn angles, bruh. That motherfucker ain't turning nobody, bruh. He got angles versus Mikey. That motherfucker can cut the ring off. I'm not sure he can cut the ring off on a nigga like Bud and Keith Thurman. That motherfucker plank. Nigga stiff as hell. That motherfucker go to 54. What are you gonna do with a dude like Rosario? What are you gonna do? He ain't gonna just walk him down. He ain't gonna walk him down. He ain't gonna do shit with Erickson Lubin. Well, he spars Jermall. Sparring and fighting is two different things. Let me tell you that right now. Believe if you want to. The reason Crawford can move up multiple weight classes because he got skills. Errol Spence ain't got no motherfucking skills. For real. He got the high guard. His jab. Look, when Sean Porter took away that jab, he was an ordinary person. You took off the mask. You know a little Scooby-Doo when they take off the mask. I don't know if y'all old enough. He take off the mask and you see who up under the mask. Nigga, it's Triple G. Earl gonna do to her. We gotta see what Hearn come back like, man. We gotta see what Hearn come back like. But like I said, it ain't nothing funny about laughing at these dudes not getting their fights. You know what I'm saying? If Earl can beat Terence Crawford, it don't matter what fight you get. But congratulations, he get the point. He getting the fight that he looked for versus Manny Pacquiao. I hope he get everything he looking for and some more. That's it. I'll leave it at that. Crawford, McGregor, Crawford got a chance because he can wrestle. That's all I say about that. In the octagon, obviously standing up, he gonna beat the shit out of Conor McGregor. Don't really matter. Move on to Charlo. All right, Jermall, excuse me. They say he ducking Canelo. Linares and Garcia happening May 2nd on the Canelo card. But if he get past Forsaken. But let's talk about Charlo and Canelo a little bit more. Charlo and Canelo, like I said before, they said they made a generous offer. Who knows? There's two sides of the story. I would love to see Charlo come out and give his side of the story. But I do know for sure they did not want that Demetrius Andrade fight. I can show proof. You can look up the Ronnie Shields interview he had with Fred. You got to look up another interview he had with Fight Hype, I think it was, when he said they're not interested in Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius Andrade said he offered them a year ago. Jermall Charlo had said himself, they're not interested in fighting Demetrius Andrade. So they not interested in it. Miguel Burchett coming back May 9th in LA versus Oscar Valdez. You know what I'm saying? He said Golden Boy. They could be lying. They couldn't be. They could or couldn't be lying. But for sure, he didn't want to fight Demetrius Andrade. That's what I can tell you for sure. And if y'all worry about the NBA only got one game today. I didn't spend my damn money, put money on my FanDuel account. This one game today. I gotta wait till tomorrow. Give me 1 minute. Check my palm potted. I ain't doing that. So, So he said Charlo also ducked Boo Boo. So right now, like I said, I love to hear him give his side of the story about if he was offered or not. I know Baby Mama's boy was saying that the WBC he was getting step aside money from Canelo. So I don't know. They said last year Oscar said they made an offer. Somebody turned it down, which probably was Al Haymon. So I could believe it. I can. But was the offer good? It probably was a promotional deal. Oscar always trying to promote people. So he said a lucrative deal. He didn't say an offer to fight Canelo. He said a lucrative deal. You gotta listen to what people say. A deal. What was that deal? That's what you gotta ask yourself. Was that deal come sign with Golden Boy? Come on the zone for a 3. See, if he was more specific, like, yeah, we offered him a 1-fight deal to come to fight Canelo. Then I'd be like, for real. But you gotta kind of follow their footsteps, because when Derevchenko made more money fighting Triple G than they was offering to fight Canelo. So if Charlo just started making $1 million last year, how much did Oscar offer him? $2-3 million. You see Danny Jacobs, who advised by Al Haymon, still he got 15. Kovalev got offered 12. He got 12 to fight Canelo. So what you think they'll offer Jermall Charlo? $3, $4, $5 million, probably $5. And Charlo and them, they probably wanted 12 for him to come over there. Definitely Al Haymon wanted 12 for him, 12, 15 to come over there. So for Oscar it was lucrative. Maybe it was a 1-fight deal. You fight on Canelo undercard, then next year you get the Canelo fight, or you sign the Golden Boy. So you don't know what it is. So Charlo should come out there and say something. But you know what he gonna do? What he did last? He gonna wait till he come to a fight, get an interview. He ain't address it. He gonna say something like, "I ain't heard nothing about an offer. This, that, and the third." Like I said before, they probably did offer him a deal to fight. Somebody turned it down. It probably was a multi-fight deal to come to the zone and for Jermall Charlo to be a Golden Boy fighter, and they turned it down for his best interest. So it is what it is. So. So at the end of the day, he said they didn't even talk to him. So Al Haymon was like, "No, you're not about to take one of my fighters." I think that's what it boiled down to. So it is what it is. It's best for Jermall Charlo's career. If you're gonna sell your O or you're gonna get your belt away, it's best to give away for 8 figures and not a $5 million payday. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, you can fight 2 or 3 times in a year and get that money. So he about to take over the division anyway. They gonna probably upgrade Eubanks to a WBA champion or something like that. He gonna unify 2 titles, and then he'd be happy being unified champion. and that is what it is, you know. But I was assured that he don't want to. I'll tell you, I mean, he's proofs in the pudding in the interviews. He don't want to fight Canelo, Demetrius Andrade. It is what it is. You don't gotta believe me. It's the interviews out there with Ronnie Shields and him saying, him calling out the other champions and not wanting to fight him. So, you know, at the end of the day, I know he turned down Boo Boo. If he turned down Canelo too, he turned him down. Can't get mad. Like I said, you know, he keep his own. I don't know why everybody's so keen on fighting Canelo. They think he this big cash cow of boxing, which he is, and they just want to get the most money they can get. So, like I said, Eddie Hearn was more detailed in his offer. His offer was, we giving him the same thing Mikey got, pretty much. It's a one fight deal what he asked for. Eddie Hearn kept it real. And Eddie Hearn came out today and said that he said that Tim Smith he said he got messages from Tim Smith in his phone. That's what he said. He said Tim Smith lying. He said I got messages from Tim Smith in my phone talking about the Charlo fight. And I believe him. I believe him. I believe him. I believe him because I heard from my peoples that they was in contact with Al Haymon about the Charlo fight. I believe Eddie Hearn. I believe Eddie Hearn. Henry Brown, he said, I'm back, Dipset. Swat Woo, Santana A, Bud beats McGregor, then fight Pac and face Spence. It would be legendary. I thought AJ was a cash cow. Now he would have to fight McGregor in the 1-1. I heard. Cage, appreciate the super chat, in the boxing ring, so he'll be tied up for a year. And but yeah, like I said about Canelo, about you know what I was talking about. He messed me up. But about the situation with Charlo, excuse me. You know, it is what it is. He take over the division, but I know for a fact that Eddie Hearn is pretty much being truthful. I know that for a fact. I believe that he was talking to Tim Smith. Tim Smith full of shit. Tim Smith is a mark. For real. Tim Smith, I picked up on that like a couple years ago. I think they was announcing the Charlo twins co-feature on Fox with Tony Harrison and Crawford. They don't believe in working with nobody. They don't. And rightfully so. They was done wrong. It is what it is. He said these little YouTubers out here create narrative. It was something he was selling in that. So, you know, it is, we'll salute. It is what it is. So you move on from it. You know what, Jermall Charlo, like I said before, I'm not dying to see him fight. He a solid fighter. He ain't shit special no way. He said when y'all going to do exclusive interview, Al Haymon don't get no interviews, man. Appreciate the super chat. So it is what it is. I'm not dying to see Jermall and Canelo. If Jermall don't want to fight Demetrius Andrade, I mean, it's cool. I move on. I'm not, it ain't the end all be all. We move on from it. So anytime he crying about a fight or crying that he being ducked, I'm not riding for him. I'm not riding for him. So we just move on. You know, he ain't shit. I want to know how much he wanted if he prices it. But it ain't about what he wanted. He said they talked to Al Haymon. So it's about what Al wanted. Derevchenko wanted $5 million. He got 5.5, I think, to fight Triple G, and I think Golden Boy offered him 5. So I'm pretty sure Oscar either and lowballed him, along with they tried to sign him to Golden Boy Promotions in a multi-fight deal. So yeah, I don't believe Oscar was being 100% honest. I think he was trying to control and put options on Charlo, and I think the deal was more around the $5 million variety. If Charlo was only making $1 million to fight, it was probably right around what Derevchenko got. A little bit more, could have been less. So, like I said before, we move on. Billy Joe Saunders priced itself out. I can't tell y'all how much Billy Joe Saunders priced itself out for. I can't tell y'all, but it was put to me. I had to go ask this one. It was put to me that Billy Joe priced himself out. He wanted too much money, so they couldn't come to a deal. If Callum Smith don't get the fight next, and it's going to be Billy Joe and Callum Smith, he said we only got title holders, undisputed mean champion, basically. So Orlando, you can make him champion depending on who you think was the man, the last man that had, that was the belt, that held the belt. So, but yeah, like I said before, Canelo's two foes for May 2nd. It boiled down to Callum Smith and Gennady Golovkin. It's probably one of the reasons they didn't announce Golovkin fight with Kamil Zamata March 28th in Chicago. They still holding that on. Don't forget Golovkin asked for that mandatory versus Kamil Zamata, which they should have ordered a rematch versus Sergey Derevchenko. They didn't. If he fight Golovkin, I'm not sure if Canelo gonna fight him at 60, 68. Probably gonna be 60, 60 because of the titles. Also, Callum Smith being considered. Callum Smith was considered once he had a bad fight with John Ryder. As soon as John Ryder had a bad fight, like the next day, under 24 hours, it was told to me that Canelo was considering Callum Smith. So, like I said before, a lot of things that Golden Boy is going to do is going to be predicated on matching Floyd. Floyd supposed to be fighting in Vegas. They might have to move the fight out of Vegas versus Conor McGregor. I heard Floyd looking to bump Canelo off the May dates. So Golden Boy had to move fast. But with the DAZN not being a part of television network, they will never put two boxing pay-per-views on TV at the same time. So he don't have to worry about Canelo on the television thing. So Floyd, I'm not sure if Floyd gonna fight at. It's gonna be T-Mobile, MGM Grand Garden. But him and McGregor supposed to be doing it. It was somebody told. I thought it was a joke, but somebody told me. I'm gonna tell you exactly what somebody told me. I took it as a joke. He says that I think Golden Boy would have to show the McGregor Mayweather fight again at the T-Mobile Arena. So Canelo got T-Mobile locked for May 2nd. So basically, what he's saying, like how they showed Diaz and Masvidal, they would have to show that on the screen, and then Canelo will fight like 2, 3 in the fucking morning on the East Coast. So yep, boxing match. Yeah, look at Mayweather ain't getting no ring. Yeah, if Canelo choose Triple G, I heard Callum Smith and Billy Joe gonna be next. So for unification bar, don't forget Callum Smith is the lineal champion at 168 because he won the World Box Super Series tournament, which he fought nobody. So he said, I'll tell Canelo to use all his cheat codes, and I'll just beat Canelo over the break Canelo over the bone his eye if I was a fighter at middleweight and wear and toss him around the ring while in peak shape. Dana White said Khabib versus Conor rematch is next. He not being honest, bro. They don't even know if Khabib gonna beat Tony Ferguson. He don't even know if he gonna beat him. Henry Brown, Charlo Rosario, who wins? Why Floyd? I asked him at the end. Floyd Couch, no, Floyd coming back. Dana White confirmed it. Boxing scene. He said our partnership don't work unless Floyd fight. So, like I said before, Floyd coming back. I heard it's gonna be versus McGregor in May, and then Khabib if he beat Tony Ferguson in September, and then the undercard, the second option would be Pacquiao in September. But it don't like he gonna fight Pacquiao again unless Khabib lose. So that's what we looking at. Dana White saying that. I'm hearing different. So we'll see. Even Conor McGregor said Floyd was next, so they looking to do that. Conor McGregor make more money fighting Floyd in a boxing match. He said that Floyd blew through all his money. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, he the one that blew through all his money, smashing people's phones, getting drunk, punching old men. He allegedly got some sexual assault cases out there going. I'm not speaking on that. So, legal fees cost a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I heard he burned through a lot of his money. So we'll see. Charlo and Derevchenko. Derevchenko number 1 in the WBC new rankings, whatever that means. So that is what it is. He said we don't know if Wilder get past Fury. Floyd is getting old. This dude may lose. He ain't gonna lose to no MMA fighter probably, but he's still in shape. He be 43 this year. Somebody need to run up and choke slam and hit all his guard and whoop Floyd Mayweather with a belt. Eubanks versus Charlo in the UK, maybe. I don't know. If Pacquiao loses to Spence, Floyd ain't fighting him. No, for sure. Yeah. Nope. Deshaun said, I hope Crawford versus McGregor. Really anyone else than Floyd just would be more interesting and entertaining. Yeah, it would definitely with a 1-1 with Crawford going into the cage, into the octagon, and then McGregor coming to the boxing ring and vice versa. Yeah, it'll be very, very interesting. So yeah, I mean, it's Floyd is still dictating everything. There's articles out there. Everything moved when Floyd said it moved. So how much did Floyd make? He may fight Floyd. I think they said somewhere around what? Maybe he ended up getting $190 million or something like that. I can't really remember. He got some good money. But I heard that he ran through it. I hope Khabib body slam Floyd in the boxing match. Floyd gonna sue the shit out. He gonna own Khabib. Kids. Mayweather had all that covered in the McGregor contract. If he kicked him or slammed him, man, he gonna own McGregor kids. You gonna see Floyd face on that proper whiskey 12. But Dana White said Khabib got real money, like $50 million money. So he said Khabib got real money. Going over to Dubai and shit and probably making good investments. Khabib don't look like he a lavish dude. Khabib like he stack his money. But like I said before, when it boiled down for Canelo, it's down to Callum Smith, it's down to Triple G. So, whoever got the cheapest price or whoever, whatever it feel like, they're gonna do. I think Triple G is needed if Floyd gonna try to steal that date from him. That's the fight that the DAZN wants. I don't know why he running from Triple G. Triple G just got softened up by Derevchenko real good. So it's probably a fact that if Canelo don't want to come from 75 down to 68, I would think. I think that's a huge factor in it. So he don't have a real belt at 68. So does Canelo want to come all the way down to 60? And if he do, and his body shut down on him or whatever, then Golovkin might have a chance to knock out Canelo. That's the thing about it. So, like I said before, we got to see what happened. B-Box, you want to salute. Long time no see. What's going on? So, yeah, Triple G went to Snack. Yep, Snack took that L last weekend with J-Rock. They took that L. So, for y'all wondering, Canelo is down to Callum Smith and it's down to Triple G, the trilogy. Really don't care about neither one. I heard Callum Smith need to move up. That's why Khabib and Floyd ain't gonna happen. Khabib will forfeit all that shit. He crazy for real. Yeah, he may. But he ain't trying to lose no more money. He lost some money fucking with Conor McGregor and that shit. Off topic, but what we think about Crawford against Corrales, what could be next? I did a video on that. You got to wait to Q&A. I answered that in Q&A. But I already talked about that. Sunday. And then right after the fight. But next for Crawford, I ain't sure. Probably nothing. Nothing extravagant. But yeah, let's talk about what Wilder, Shelly Finkel said to Canelo about AJ calling him out. So let's talk about that. Let me pull that up. All right, this is what Shelly Finkel had to say. Shirley Finkel. He says that World Boxing News reached out to Shelly Finkel. I'll put all this in the description in a minute. I don't know what Anthony Joshua was talking about AJ calling him out. Finkel exclusively told World Boxing News, we are not interested in any offer. Deontay and our focus is on Tyson Fury at this moment. We are not focusing on anything else. So you heard it. They not focusing on anything else. They not interested in any of AJ offers right now. They looking at Tyson Fury right now. Right now. So right now, Wilder not concerned about the AJ call out. He focusing on Tyson Fury, which is a losable fight for him. And there you have it. So once again, like I said before, I believe that AJ and Wilder is trying to marinate this fight like Pacquiao with Mayweather, and it went from a what? I don't know what AJ was gonna get in that first offer. They offered Wilder like $15 or $18 million. Now it went to last year, got up to Wilder getting $40 million for the fight. First AJ offered $50 million. It got Wilder to getting $40 million. Now it's perhaps a $100 million fight for Wilder. So I ain't the smartest. I ain't the smartest dude. I'm not the smartest dude in the world. But I would think it's a little bit of a joint venture. Ty salute. He said, I don't know if Floyd still fight. He doesn't need to. He acting like Apollo Creed and Rocky IV. You ain't lying. He don't need you right. He don't need to be fighting no more. But when it's $100 million on the floor, if he get to 50, 60, and he need that extra money, that's too good of a lick to let go. When you go in and fight an MMA fighter for 50, for 100, 200, $300 million, that's hard to let go when you can just come back and get that type of money. So, like I said, it's hard to let go. It's hard to let go. Could the cable could be networks flexing their muscle? Unfortunately for the fans. Salute Focus Film. So, like I said before, man, nobody want to be the C side though. Nobody. Or the B side, excuse me. So, like I said before, they focus on him. It makes me no difference, man. It makes me no difference. If this is what Wilder wants to do, and they want to marinate this fight, he almost lost. Before that, Anthony Joshua got knocked out. So if this is what they trying to do to build this fight, I ain't mad at them. They just doing what Floyd, the blueprint that Floyd left. I swear in 2018, Barry Hearn, the fight would be worth 200 million in 2 or 3 years. He was right. Yeah, he right. That fight worth about 100 million a piece right now. So he was right. Pacquiao should have said he will fight the winner of Spence and Bud. Pacquiao ain't gonna do that. He probably was instructed not to. Pacquiao was instructed probably not to say that shit. And that's probably what it was. So they not gonna fight regardless. If he wanted to fight Crawford, they could have made it happen. But AJ can do what he gonna do. It makes me no difference. Man, I sat here and suffered through the heavyweight division all the decade, man. All the semi good fights they had, the Banks, the Seth Mitchell fights, and the Areola fighting the Klitschko, and Thomas Adamick fighting Klitschko. I think he fought him in Poland. I sat here through Klitschko, Vladimir, and David Hay. I sat here through all these terrible Lipier and Klitschko, and Alexander Povetkin and Klitschko, and I sat through Povetkin fight. I sat here and watched the heavyweight boxing. I sat here and suffered for many, many years in heavyweight boxing over the last 20 years. I gave my hard-earned time watching streaming these fights, finding these fights in Polish TV and watching them on HBO. And like I said before, for me to sit here and watch all these heavyweight fights that bombed over the years, and we got a heavyweight fight that probably can deliver, they don't want to give it to us. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a business. Don't try to make Wilder seem like he ain't. Wilder could have taken that deal to make the fight happen. Wilder can easily take less and make that deal. Wilder trying to retire just like Anthony Joshua is. That's the truth. Here now it's up. You don't appreciate it. It ain't no fuck. It ain't no up. It's better. It's more competition, but the top guys not fighting each other. Tyson Fury, this ain't Fury from 5 years ago, 6 years, whatever it was ago. It ain't no up. They marinating fights, bro. How's it up and you ain't getting the fights that you want to see? It's not up. Y'all really is 2010 babies in boxing. A lot of y'all, honestly, I can tell. I ain't gotta meet you. I ain't gotta feel any. I can read by y'all comments that y'all leave under the videos in the live chat. Like y'all legitimately started watching boxing last decade. Newsflash: boxing ain't used to be like this. It wasn't no going back and forth. I'm gonna fight you in 2 years. You be ready. Meet me in this ring in 2 years. 18 months. I'm gonna see you. No, man. Ray and Tommy got it on. Ray and Benitez got it on. Hagen and Mugabe got it on. Only people that didn't get it on was Lennox and Riddick Bowe, because Riddick Bowe didn't want to fight him. Lennox and Holyfield got it on. Tua and Lennox got it on. Tyson and Burbick, Holmes and Cooney. All these dudes got it on. Norton, Shavers, and Ali, and wasn't no building that shit up. All of them got it on. I think Floyd Patterson and Sonny Liston fought, and Liston knocked them out. All of them got it on. Might not get Oscar De La Hoya and Trinidad too, but they got it on. Shane and Oscar got it on. Shane jumped up 2 weight classes and fought Oscar. They fought multiple times. I think Shane Mosley was like, oh, fuck Vernon Forrest, nigga. I don't need Vernon. Shit, he fought Vernon Forrest. Got whooped. Fought Winky. He didn't have to fight Winky and Shane or Vernon. Shane had to fight them. Still fought him. Katana whooped Paul Williams. Katana gave him a rematch and lost. It is what it is. Well, no marinating these fights, man. When it was time for Timothy Bradley and Devin Alexander, when it was time for Timothy Bradley and Devin Alexander to fight, wasn't no marinating that fight. They fought. HBO, they fought. It wasn't no, oh, I'm a two-way you, bruh. I'm going to text you on my Nokia phone. Wasn't no going back and forth. They fought. Zab ain't had no choice. Zab had lost to Carlos Baltimore. Then Floyd beat Carlos the Baltimore and came back and fought Zab. These dudes was fighting. It wasn't no, oh, I need 20, I need 5, I need 10, I need 5 on pop 5. No, they was fighting, bro. They was fighting. You know? But everybody getting this, oh, Mary name, they didn't poison John mind thinking about they need the nickel and diamond, clear out the division, and then fight each other. No, man, these dudes, top fighters, was fighting each other. Yeah, everybody trying to be Floyd. That's not how it's supposed to be. If you say my name and you want to fight, guess what's gonna happen? We gonna fight. It ain't I'm saying your name in 3 years down the line, we gonna fight. 4 years down the line, 1 loss, 1 draw, we gonna fight. No, you say, nigga, back in the day, you say, man, that nigga Holyfield, I'll beat his ass. Holyfield gonna be like, what's up? You know? Holyfield gonna be like, what's up, bro? You say my name. You know, all these niggas pushing at the fight. Remember Riddick Bowe pieced old boy up? He got a nigga 2-piece at the press conference. Was it a 3-piece? You know what I'm saying? It ain't about all this talking and yip yapping and all that, man. You say somebody's name back in the day, you gotta see them. They got it on early. It wasn't no 30, 40 years old, man. They got it in and they stayed active. They ain't lose and wait 30 months or 12 months to come back. They got it on. It wasn't no say my name and see me in 2 fights. No, you say my name, we fight next. They was fighting on GP. He said, well, the formula works if the fighters don't lose, it's again. Even if they lose, they still getting paid. That's how they looking. That's why I ain't supporting it no more, bro. I don't care if these fights end up getting made. If I go to it, that's gonna be my support. For real. I'm not supporting this no more. They're not getting no more money out of me. For real. If I go to a fight, that'll be my support. They ain't getting no more money out of me. Only division jumper right now is 54. Yeah, because everybody fighting each other. It's the deepest. It don't matter. Shit, Pacquiao done lost a few times on the way to Mayweather. It didn't matter. He got stretched. And he lost to Timothy Bradley before the first Mayweather, before he fought Mayweather. It don't matter. He got stretched and got excuses. Like I said before, man, it is what it is. Niggas that had car accidents and lost to Ferraris or whatever the fuck he was in, and now he gonna get, like I said before, man, it's just the way they hot wire boxing, dude. It's the way it is. You know, it's the people that's in charge, bro. I'm sorry, man. Al Haymon, the worst thing that ever happened to boxing I ever seen, bro. Al Haymon might got Panama Lewis beat. He might be in the Panama Lewis Antonio Margarito conversation. For real. That nigga up there with the black bottle and the plaster hands. For real. What he did to boxing is criminal. Real talk. I don't care if Don King was robbing the fuck out of fighters. Guess what? I was getting the fights I want to see. You know what I'm saying? I know Pernell Whitaker won. You know what I'm saying? I know Chavez, he was getting the benefit of the doubt. You know what I'm saying? But Don King was giving niggas the shit they want to see. Him and Bob was making fights happen. I heard Dana White gonna pay Tony Ferguson to step aside and Tony get the winner or Khabib and Conor too. That ain't gonna happen. I'll tell you that right now. Dana White ain't gonna pay nobody. That's how I know that's a lie. That's how I know that's a lie. Khabib don't even want the fight. That's what you got to get over too. Khabib don't want that fight. They keep saying Khabib don't want the fight. That nigga, Khabib about to get that money. McGregor about to get that money from Floyd. They out. For real. I'm telling y'all what it is. Y'all believe that shit if y'all want to. I know it was a lot when they said Dana White paying somebody to step aside. Dana White just tell your ass to step aside. He ain't paying Tony Ferguson shit. He might get Tony Ferguson another fight on the undercard. Nah, bro, Al Thanos in boxing. Man, nigga, yeah, he destroying. He making all the things that made boxing good. He snapping his fingers and making them disappear. Al Haymon ain't shit for boxing fans. All right, tell me this then. Let's have this conversation. Then I'll open up Q&A real quick. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's talk about it. All right, people gonna say free TV, so I still accept their answer, right? What's been so great about Al Haymon coming to boxing for boxing fans? What has Bob Arum bought the? What has Al Haymon bought the boxing from boxing fans? Tell me that. E King Fighting salute. Tell me, what's the one thing Al Haymon made good for boxing? For boxing fans, let me quote that. What's he done great for boxing fans? Name me a boxing star that he built. Ticket prices. Okay. That ticket prices is hella cheap. I'll give you that. National television broadcast. That lasted for a day. Now they got Fox, but hey, I'll give you that. What else? What else? He brought back pay-per-view. This is why I'm hot. This is why I'm hot. Come on, man. Where's all the man? We got 100-some people in here, man. Where the answers at, bro? Sway, you ain't got the answers. This is why I'm hot. Well, he saved Showtime, right? Boy, man, it's dry up in here, man. It's dry. OJ the Juice Man say, is you thirsty? I ain't say nothing about the fighters. I said boxing. I don't care about the fighters. I give a shit less about the fighters. Boxing. I don't care about the fighters. Boxers. What he do for boxing? Boxing was dead after HBO. What? What was it? All right then. Y'all ain't got nothing to say. Like I said, he ain't did shit. He ain't gave y'all nothing. He ain't built one star. He ain't built one star. He ain't gave you one in-house spectacle. He never did a million pay-per-view without Floyd. He never gonna do one right now without Floyd and Pacquiao. He have never gave y'all a Marvel in-house fight. He never had one big fight with two fighters that he built. Don't give me that Floyd. Because if it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya, Floyd would have fought Pacquiao sooner. For sure. If it wasn't for Oscar De La Hoya giving Floyd the right to be a star, Floyd would have been fought Pacquiao. He probably would have fought Pacquiao in 2009. So Oscar De La Hoya helped make Floyd Mayweather a star. Without De La Hoya, he would have had to fight Pacquiao to be a star. That's a fact. Now Al Haymon, he put the business in and he crunched the numbers and had the venue numbers and helped Floyd. He played his part. So, but who built De La Hoya and Floyd Mayweather? Top rank. Who built Manny Pacquiao? Top rank. Al Haymon has not built one star from the ground up. None. Al Haymon has not produced one star from the ground up. He has not produced $1 million paper. All Al Haymon did was raise pay-per-view to almost $100. That's it. And give away a record number of tickets. That's it. Yeah, if it wasn't for Vernon Forrest, he never been boxing. That's all Al did. Oh, he put boxing back on network. Trash ass boxing. This wasn't no grade A boxing. All the B plus fights they give us going pay per view. I'm just keeping it real, bro. And don't give me that. Oh, he do it for the black fight fans. No, he don't. If he did that, he would be feeding Leo Santa Cruz to Gary Russell. He'd have been feeding Abner to Gary Russell. He don't do it. He don't do it for the black fight. Al Haymon see green. If you want to be rich, you can't see color. Because you can't be a billionaire without white folks, and you probably can't be a billionaire in America without black folks and everybody in between. For real. Al Haymon don't care. He don't care. He the first promoter I ever seen. Tell me I'm lying. He the first promoter I ever seen. Or he the first manager advisor I ever seen, right? He's the first manager advisor I ever seen to pay a fighter to drop a belt. Have we ever seen that before? Riddick Bowe dropped his belt. His promoter didn't pay him to drop his belt. He just didn't want to fight Lennox after getting beaten in the Olympics. Tell me that. You ever say somebody paid somebody $500,000 to watch buy a belt to retire? Peter Quillen was never the same. Peter Quillen was never the same after that. And that's just the truth. Be honest, who would boxing be without people in a great position? In a great position. Boxing was rolling before PBC and then halted with PBC. Boxing would be in a great position. These dudes would be out here fighting. These dudes would be out here fighting. You wouldn't have a whole bunch of overpaid, whiny, crybaby fighters talking about A side, B side line. They'll be fighting. They'll be fighting out here to put food on their table. Now, Al Haymon, great for the boxer, though. He take care of them. They getting in trouble, he take care of them, make sure their legal fees good. You know what I'm saying? They a little short on money, he take care of them. He put money in their pocket. They wanted to build a subway. Al Haymon to help you build it. Al Haymon great for fighters, bad for boxing fans. Talking about where will boxing be without PBC? Man, we would be in a great position. HBO would still be, I wouldn't care if they wasn't, but HBO still would be popping. These fighters be fighting each other. These fighters would still be fair. I mean, you'd have been got Crawford and Spence. You'd have got Keith Thurman would have had to fight Errol Spence. Man, if Bob Arum was running PBC, bruh, like the dictatorship he running Top Rank, man, he'd have been had Keith Thurman jack his belts. Nigga, Bob Arum out here like Ice Cube jacking for belts. Bob Arum would be out here like Ice Cube jacking for beats, jacking for belts. Why did Quillen drop his belt? What was the reason? Jay-Z won the purse bid, Rock Nation. Al and Jay-Z don't get along over something that happened with Beyonce like many moons ago. And Al Haymon, other life, other career, I mean. So that's why. Rock Nation won the purse bid for the Korobov fight. And he paid, that's a good question, but Rock Nation won the purse bid for the WBO title fight for Peter Quillen belt. Korobov had beat Uzatagi on HBO. And I think after that fight, they ordered Korobov and Quillen. Rock Nation won the purse bid. So instead of Peter Quillen fighting Matt Korobov, Al gave him $500,000. Peter Quillen dropped the belt. I don't know if it's still on Netflix, but the Counterpunch documentary with Colbert and another Cam F. Austin, an amateur fighter, and Peter Quillen, it highlights what happened and what Peter Quillen was doing. He invested his money in real estate. But what's so funny about it is when Quillen dropped his title, Demetrius Andrade was the 154-pound WBO title holder, and he was offered the WBO Super Champion where he could move up and be the mandatory to Korobov. He said Korobov didn't offer enough money, wasn't enough money, so he dropped out, ended up losing his belt. And then Andy Lee stepped in, and he ended up knocking out Korobov. Quillen came back and fought Andy Lee. He knocked Andy Lee down 3 times, but he got outboxed. It was like a draw, split draw, whatever. And he never was the same. So Matter of fact, after that Andy Lee fight, he got knocked out by Danny Jacobs, and that's how Danny Jacobs revived his career after coming back from cancer. So, but yeah, it's a nice little story. But yeah, man, Bob Arum would have been had. He'd have sent motherfucking he'd have sent Keith Thurman over to Marvin the Martian planet. Keith Thurman be fighting in Mars, getting robbed in Mars. 118, 109, 118, 109. Like, damn. Bob, I got 5 knockdowns. How do I lose 118 to 109? You know what I'm saying? Shoot. Bob Arum won top rank like a dictatorship. It's needed though. When you let fighters control their destiny, this is what you get at PBC. You get Ivan Rednich versus motherfucking Danny Garcia. You know what I'm saying? That's what you get. You need somebody to force these dudes to fight each other. Al treat these dudes like his grandkids. You know what I'm saying? You need dudes to fight each other. As far as defending PBC is good for quantity, but not necessarily. Everybody got quantity now. So at one point it was good because you were seeing fights, but didn't have no quantity. Everybody got quantity now. This weekend you got to fight on ESPN Plus. You got to fight on ESPN Plus or ESPN on MMA. You got 2 fights going on ESPN. You got a fight going on Showtime. You got a fight going on FS1. You got a fight going on DAZN. You got a fight going on Facebook. It's weekends where you got fights going on Ring TV. You got 7 fights going on. And none of them nothing. And then the times that you do get a good fight going on, another network got another good fight going on. So quantity is everywhere in boxing. And then we got a weekend where ain't no sports on. They don't want to put no boxing on. So, like I said before, PBC was a great idea, but them not being able to control their fighters and make the best fights is an issue. That's a huge issue. PBC was built off Golden Boy. Oscar thought most of the fighters were signed. They unsigned them. That's what happened. Richard Schaefer ran off their contracts. Andrade and Keegler card. I just like JoJo and I like JoJo and Tevin. That's the only fight I'm looking forward to, really. For real. But I mean, it is what it is. You know? PBC, it's a good idea. Any good idea, it's a good idea, but it needs to be tinkered with. They've been out for 5 years. It's time to make some adjustments. It's time to make guys fight each other. And if dudes not gonna fight each other, I mean, shit, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. If they gonna get babied and they gonna take intern fights, and one reason you can't just blame PBC, blame the sanctioning belt bodies. The sanctioning belt bodies don't do their job. Anthony Sims Jr., I don't know nothing about him. I know he related to Floyd. But the sanction belt bodies don't do their job. Pay attention. This is this game I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna talk about AB and I'll open up for Q&A. Peep this. All right. You may never looked at it this way. This isn't the first time I said it either. You may never looked at it this way. The sanctioning belt bodies, instead of ordering the fights that need to be made, they created more belts to accommodate the networks and the promotional companies or the television series in boxing. This is the reason you got the gold belt, the regular WBA belt, the intern belt, WBA belt, the super WBA belt, WBC franchise belt, the diamond belt, the WBC intern belt, the WBC silver belt, the IBF belt, not an IBF intern belt, the WBO belt. This is the reason you got around 10 belts. It's because they want to keep every network happy. The WBO is comfortable with what they doing. They cool with being cool with De La Hoya. They cool with being cool with Bob Arum. They cool with that. But the WBA, WBC, IBF, they want to be cool with everybody. This is why they created all these belts. Is to keep the networks happy. You know what I'm saying? They don't want to order Gary Russell to go fight a Burchett. Because they know that's not going to happen. So to keep fighters, they created more belts to keep fighters, to keep the networks happy. That's why. That's exactly what's going on. That's why you got so many belts. If the promoters, they did a purse bid and they ordered a fight, and they did a purse bid, and the highest promoter won the purse bid, and they actually fought, then you would have one WBC, one WBA, one IBF, one WBO belt. You would have that. But when you order shit like that, you order title eliminators, and you order them and they don't acknowledge them and they pull out and say, well, we don't want the fight anyway. Then you wasting somebody's time, you wasting somebody's money, you wasting somebody's ink, writing out the letters that go out to them. So if if boxing want PBC to do what they need to do and want PBC top ranked DAZN, Kathy Duva, Premier Boxing Champions, TGB Promotions, top ranked promotions, a Matchroom, Gold, if they all want them to work together, what they would do is get rid of all of the ham belts, right? Get rid of all the ham belts. And if we order a fight for mandatory to happen and you don't negotiate the deal, whether champion or challenger, you get stripped if you're the champion, or if you're the challenger, you get knocked out the top 15 for 6 months. If you're the champion, you get stripped, you get knocked out the top 15 for 6 months. The sanction belt bodies can correct this. The sanctioning belt bodies can correct this. All they got to do is do their job. Or order the fights, stop selling mandatory spots, stop selling number one contender spots. If the sanctioning belt bodies fly straight and order the fights that need to be made, and they put regulations around the fights that need to be made, I guarantee you. So if they say, let's just look at a random ranking right now. I'm going to give y'all a random mandatory or number one contender. Let's just say he's the mandatory, whatever we land on. All right, we land on the junior middleweight division. Okay, they ain't updated the J-Rock shit. The WBO, let's say the WBO say, we ordering Brian Carlos Castanos and Teixeira to make a fight. Y'all got 30 days to come to a negotiation and make a fight happen, right? You got 30 days. And let's just say Todd Golden Boy was like, well, we don't want to work with Al Haymon. Let's say they go to purse bid or whatever. They couldn't come to a deal. Al Haymon win the purse bid. Or one of his affiliates win the purse bid. Golden Boy was like, we don't want to send Teixeira over the top rank, so we don't want the fight. So y'all can have the belt. So instead of them losing the belt, Teixeira should be knocked out the top 15 for 6 months. He ever do it again, he should be knocked out the top 15 for a year. So he can't be ranked in the WBO. He can't fight for the WBO for 6 months on his first defense. Same thing, you go down to the welterweight division. Sean Porter, number one. Errol Spence and Sean Porter ordered the fight. They kind of come to an agreement. Errol Spence said, well, he lose the purse, but it's just Sean Porter and his daddy win the purse bid. This is a total hypothetical. And Errol Spence said, well, I ain't fighting for that purse bid. Y'all can have the belt. So Errol Spence shouldn't be able to be ranked inside the top 15 for 6 months. If the sanction belt bodies did their job, you wouldn't have to have Al Haymon be the dictator. Top rank wouldn't have to be the dictator. You would have structure. Cool man said, man, long time no see what's going on. You would have structure. But instead of them doing their job, they come up with the WBA, the WA intern and gold. They come up with all these belts to please each promotional company or advisor or management company. That's what the belts are about. If y'all didn't know that, that's what the belts are about. The belts are about not pissing off the networks. Holly salute. That's what the belts are about. That's why there's so many belts. Because the networks don't work together. And they're scared to order them to fight each other because they're scared they won't get that money. PBC bring in a lot of money. So IBF need that bag. WBC need that bag. WBA need that bag. The only one that don't need the bag is WBO. Top Rank and Golden Boy feeding them good. And Eddie Hearn and Frank Warren. They eating good over there. That's why. That's why you got all the belts. If you didn't know, that ain't nothing about the sanction belt bodies being strictly money hungry. They scared to piss off the powerful men of boxing. That's why they say, oh, we just created another belt. You champion too. You champion too. You champion too. You don't even know who the champion is. And this is why it's important to have a international and a national governing body in the United States, an international governing body. This is why it's important. And after you got it. But yeah, let's talk about I'll take questions in a minute. Let's talk about Adrian Broner. All right, somebody sent me something on Twitter. I seen it, but I ain't making no video about this nigga. Let's talk about it. Basically, Adrian Broner on Twitter, on Instagram, he says, I'm sorry I haven't been posting on social media, but I'm going through some tough times at the moment. If you can send me $10 on Cash App, $ about billions 89. I would appreciate it. Support me, fight, and I'll fight for you. And basically, he says, "Thank you for your support." He put his prayer hands up, Cash App in the same in the title. People laughing. Boy, if you don't go sell some jewelry, somebody said. Somebody said you playing right. Somebody said big broke. Is this bad Barbie thing? That's serious. Did you get hacked? Start selling some cars and jewelry, bruh. The irony of Cash App name is beyond me. Already wasted the Pacquiao money. Uh, Somebody put their Cash App in there. Run me up too. Them strip clubs ain't cheap. Not Adrian Broner, aka about billions. Somebody else with their cash cap. Somebody said, "Do you got PayPal?" The F out of here. You better be capping. About billions. I got you, bruh. You blew all your money already. Thought it would last a little bit longer. Better go strip at Mayweather. Somebody said you better go strip at Mayweather strip club. I'm dead. I gotta shout his name out. His name is NBA_Harden13 on Instagram. He said you better go strip at Mayweather strip club. I'm drowning. Hold on, man. Okay, I'll bring some more because this is getting out of control. There's no way this is real. The irony of the Cash App name. Ah ha ha. Get back in there, champ. He broke again. Geez, you really going through that Pacquiao money. Ask Javante. No way, AB, you playing, bro. Wild out at it. If you don't get the F out of here, he must have gotten hacked. Probably got hacked. Someone finessing. Send me some money. Somebody cash up. He said, somebody said, hopefully everything's okay, man. No one should be making fun of you. It's not fun when you were at the top and fall and rise back up and fight harder. Hope everything get better. So he got somebody to get him some some encouraging words, but basically, I think he's just joking. You know what I'm saying? But I can tell you this: he said on the live that they holding his Pacquiao paycheck, so he ain't getting his Pacquiao paycheck. And I know he got some lawsuits that he going through too. So I know he didn't. I know Al Haymon holding his Pacquiao paycheck, so that's what he said, that they ain't gave him his money yet. But it is what it is. Hopefully Adrian Broner get through it. I don't think it's about nothing. If not, just get back in there and fight. Every time he fight, he at least gonna get $1 million. He probably lost shooting dice. That do sound like a dice thing. But hey, he be posting anything on social media. He be doing shit for attention. Remember, he used to say, "I'm gonna kill myself." You know what I'm saying? And posting a picture at the wax museum with a fake gun saying he gonna kill himself. How come he holding the check? I don't know. He said Al holding the check for him. Probably because he blowing through money. He got the lawsuit in Cleveland that he defaulted in, that he didn't show up in court. So it is what it is. Why they holding this? I don't know why they holding this check. He didn't elaborate on that, but he said they holding this check. Oh yeah. Y'all got any questions? Any questions y'all got? I'm answering right now. Remember that I was dead scared for him. Yeah, man. I remember that shit, man. That's before we knew he was a real clown. I think that's after he lost to Marcos Madonna or something. Ricky E, what's up? I think Bud can beat Conor in a UFC fight. Maybe so. They really gonna hate Bud then. Why correct it if they can charge them all for belts? True. It's 3% across the board, so they get money. Appreciate it, Ricky. Yeah, he might. He got the wrestling back. He had just not defend the kicks. Charlo versus Hearn next. I doubt it. Maybe. I heard Hearn was gonna have a couple get back fights with his new coach, so I doubt it. What if Broner get upset win over somebody? Maybe. Maybe the talent might come all the way together. Keep asking the question. Can they hold his check? Yeah, he probably can hold his check. Hell yeah. Yeah, they can hold his check. It's like any other job. Hell yeah. What he gonna say? Al, give me my check. He gonna sue Al Haymon, man. He gonna find Adrian Broner in the trash can. Like Brenda had a baby. Brenda had a baby, but nobody else cared. They gonna find AB slanged. AB slanged in trash can in Louisville, Kentucky. Watch. What's next for Billy Joe or Callum Smith? If neither one of them get Canelo each other, they gonna fight each other. I want to see Bud get the 50 million versus McGregor. Yeah, if he beat McGregor in the octagon, I bet Errol Spence come running in. But Turbia 35. Yeah, he old. He old. Joyce 37. Yeah. But for him, it ain't like he going up to cruiserweight. Shit. Solve the division, get the bag, and move on. What are the reasons they hold his check? I don't know. He didn't say. Forrest versus, he could have been joking, but Forrest versus Trinidad. I don't know. It's a good one. I have to look at the tape. I like both of them, though. Rangy. I know Mayorga gave Forrest some good work. I wonder why Trinidad and Shane never happened. Al, a real boss. Cobra versus Francisco Vargas should be next. Good step up fight another former world champion or Jason Velez. Yeah, Rene Alvarado just won the belt too. Regular belt. So why not fight Rene Alvarado? I like that fight. But Francisco Vargas been through some wars though, man. It's a tough. He's still a tough fighter, but I think he need to retire. Chavez said they should be sued on how they handle him. Chavez Sr. If Al owed AB, he'll never go broke. Nope. I think he held it for his benefit. I got a real good feeling HBO gonna make a surprise announcement. They could. Ain't no new shows coming on. They should remake The Wire. Shit. I come back. I ain't going back to HBO after that Oprah shit, that Neverland. But Turbia and Khabib twins, yeah, they do look alike. Lubin and Castanos, that's a good fight. Castanos should be fighting Teixeira next or soon. So I like Castanos. I think Castanos could beat Charlo. I think Castanos would beat Charlo. He got the style to do so. Is Charlo and Eubanks fighting next? Don't know. Tim Smith said that's definitely a possibility on the PBC podcast. Let me see if PBC dropped another podcast. Keep asking the questions. Let me see if PBC dropped another podcast. Let me see. Nope, they ain't dropped one yet. Not a new one. Forrest reached small. With Trinidad, he has some balance issues. You can hit him. Man, you can do a whole live on Al Haymon in the $54. Yeah, for real. It's a lot of guys that you don't even know about. That's good. There's a 6'7" dude at junior middleweight. Pryor versus Sweet Pea. I don't know. Pryor got the mentality to beat him. That'd be a good fight. That'd be a badass fight. With or without the black bottle is the question. You the chosen kid, you think Danny Soft himself gonna start fighting top competition after this fight coming up? That's a good question. He was promised a pay-per-view fight. Danny Garcia or Mikey Garcia. Danny Garcia was promised a pay-per-view fight between Earl and Pacquiao next. Obviously, Earl got into a car accident. Pacquiao and Earl may fight next, so you may see a situation. I'm gonna say this is pure speculation, bro. Pure. This is no insider knowledge. This is pure speculation. You may see a situation where Danny Garcia, they might overpay Mikey Garcia to fight Danny Garcia. Since Josh Taylor left and Regis Progress don't bring nothing to the table, you might end up seeing Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia pay-per-view if Mikey look good versus Jesse Vargas. That might end up what they might do. They might do Mikey and Danny Garcia next on pay-per-view to keep Danny Garcia happy. They might overpay Mikey for that fight. But Danny got to win this weekend, and Mikey got to win next month. I think it's the week after a Wilder fight, the 29th, at the Frisco Star. So Danny was promised to fight. They're trying to figure out what they're going to do about Danny if they do Earl and Pacquiao. But if I had to bet, it's probably going to be Danny and Mikey because Mikey got a deal that's flexible for him with PBC. I mean, with DAZN. You might see Danny and Mikey. This is guessing. You might see Danny Garcia and Keith Thurman. Thurman said he on his way coming back. He won't mind fighting Danny Garcia as long as he get a title shot afterwards or means something. Danny don't want to fight Sean. So them the two fights I can see happening. Don't rule out Danny Garcia and Floyd Mayweather too. If Conor and Khabib do fight, Floyd Mayweather always wanted to fight Danny Garcia. So don't rule out Danny getting Floyd Mayweather neither. So don't roll out them three. No special knowledge, just pure speculation. Castanos low-key lost to Lara, and he ducked the rematch. He didn't duck the rematch. What happened was he didn't duck the rematch. What happened was he had to give up his belt because he had to give up that belt because what happened? The promoter that won the purse bid, I think the Michael Sore promoter wasn't paying him enough money. Something happened. He didn't duck the rematch. He got ordered to fight Michael Sore, I think, again. And I think something happened with the finances. So they weren't paying him enough money, so he dropped the regular WBA belt. So no, he didn't duck Lara. He got ordered to fight somebody else. So that's a lie. About begging. You ain't lying. That should be his cash app. They should send some. Hold on. Let me go back up. Hold on. Hold on. They should send somebody for Teixeira. Yeah, Castanos is the number one contender. So Castanos and Teixeira are supposed to be soon. So they already did that. Tim Smith also said J-Rock and Charlo unification. Look at us now. Yep. Force set 6 foot 73 inch reach. Not long at all. Bud and Floyd Mayweather got longer reach, I think. Sword promoter Doug Castano. Yeah, something happened like that. Neutral Teixeira versus Spike O'Sullivan. That might be his intern belt, but he got to fight Castanos pretty soon. I heard they already ordered it. But I like because Teixeira beat shit out of O'Sullivan. You got a 36, 37-year-old man coming down the weight. Hell, Al should force Daniel across the street. He ain't gonna never do that. Beehive versus Canelo at 60. Bernard Hopkins. B. Howard, CJ, what's happening? Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida, checking in. Salute. Robert Harrison, was the Gypsy King hurt or was that not true? I ain't seen nothing about it. I ain't heard nothing about it, so it must not have been true. I heard somebody said his leg was hurt, but I don't think it was true. I ain't heard about it. Mikey says and Bob Arum just did an interview. I'll put it in the description. Mikey says he wants Canelo. Mikey, man, please. Canelo been in caught murder charge. Canelo would fight him too, though. He said that a while ago. Man, he couldn't even get past Errol Spence. Well, it's not now I saw Street Dreams Street Dreams. For real. He got street dreams. Y'all remember when New York rappers used to sound like they was from New York? Y'all remember that? When New York rappers used to sound like they was from New York? Not no more. Porter versus Margarito. That'd be a war. That'd be a war. Margarito probably at his best, I would pick. But I don't know how much of his best was considered to his hand wrap, so I don't know. Margarito he had pretty good heavy hand, but he wasn't a big puncher like Pacquiao made it seem. Maybe Pacquiao taking the punishment. Hold on. Yeah, make that money fight versus Garcia. Greg Crawford. Danny fought Top West, so how he running, y'all? He fought who? Who? He just said he don't want to rematch John Porter. He just said that shit. Like, no, I don't want to rematch John Porter. He is. He ran from Errol Spence for a year. He ran from Sean and Danny for a year, bro. That's fact. I told Al Haymon I'm taking time off. Okay, that's a fact. He lost to Sean Porter. Then he just said, "Oh, I don't want to rematch Sean Porter." You thought you won, but he didn't want to rematch Sean Porter. He said he knocked out Crawford. I beat him in the amateurs. I was runner up the second time. He don't want to fight him. So how we lying, bro? He didn't want to fight Errol Spencer to quote unquote, in his opinion, Sean Porter exposed him. Y'all be killing me with trying to act like we stupid or some shit. You seen the drug test? White got exposed for lying on Wilder. No, I ain't see that. How you think Jeff Horn do it? He at middleweight now. He just got knocked out. No, he beat Anthony Mundine at middleweight. He got knocked out by Marco Zaffer, the stripper who Kell Brook beat. Then he came back and barely beat Michael Zaffer. Now he about to fight Tim Tszyu at 54, I think. I think I fight him at 54. Costa Tszyu son. So he been at middleweight for a minute. He 3-1, 2-1 at middleweight. So, yeah. Him and Tony Harrison knife rounds are epic. Just on Canelo next undercard. No, I know Ryan Garcia is. Versus Linares, if he win his next fight and don't suffer injury. Sullivan was putting pause on Maguire for. Yeah, Maguire ended up hurting his hand. They ain't gonna say nothing about that, but he ended up hurting his hand. That's why he wasn't using his jab. Virgil has replaced Lipinets as the WBO number 2, and Lipinets is now 3. Well, Virgil Ortiz gonna have to get this work. Virgil Ortiz, man, he ain't ready for that, bro. Maybe I'm wrong, but he not that good to me. How everybody making the scene, he not that good. He needs some more time. Jerry Ennis, he good, but he needs some more time. But they want to rush him up there. Hey, get your ass beat. You can be ranked. Hold on, check this out for a minute. You could be ranked number 3 and you ain't absolutely beat nobody in your career. No real welterweights. I don't even know who Brad Solomon was. I knew who Sam Solomon was, but I don't know who Brad Solomon was. And you beat Antonio Orozco, who was never a 47-pounder. Just tell you how corrupt boxing is, bro. Vigil Ortiz didn't even did nothing to be ranked inside the top 15 on God. And he hold the WBA gold, so you ain't supposed to rank other champions. But he gonna get his ass beat. Don't matter. Okay, I'm still coming down. Hold on. Mikey sees something. Fury was at 246. He didn't look injured. No, he was with Clarissa Shields. They took a picture. You think Bud get the fight? I doubt it, bro. But it's an easy fight to make. The Mayweather bring too much money. Now New York rappers sound like 3 6. Man, they sound like Travis Scott. They sound like Future. They don't sound the same. Like that Pop Smoke guy. Somebody was played that shit for me the other day. I'm like, he sound like somebody else. Hopkins and Hagler. I like Hagler. Hagler, good fighter. Vigil Ortiz fighting Brad Solomon or Orozco. He not going. He not. Hold on. I'm trying to come down. He not going to get him ready for. No, he not. He got to fight somebody. He need to fight Lippiet. But Lippiet's fighting for a title. That's probably why Lippiet's dropped. Lippiet's about to be out the top 15. He about to have a fight for interim title. Daniel Du Bois moved up versus Qdoba from Top Rank. The guy who beat Luis Claudio. Daniel Du Bois moved up to number 3 in the W. Frank Warren got a good relationship with them too. Mark Columbus. Who is your? He talking to Mark. Hopkins versus Hagler. Who you got in the jailhouse? Hagler. I got Hagler all day. Hagler one of the best middleweights I've seen. Easily. He didn't lose to Sugar Ray Leonard neither. Who's the bigger sucker in boxing, Mikey or Danny? Mikey. Danny did some shit in his career. Danny took risks. Danny just feel like he did enough to pick and choose his fights, but he ain't blew up like that. If Danny had Puerto Rico really behind him, Danny Garcia probably be PBC cash cow, but Puerto Rico don't mess with him like that. That's why he never go back there and fight. They really want to mess with him. You know, Puerto Rico act like they ain't got nobody left after Verdejo. If they accepted him like Verdejo, Danny Garcia would be a pay-per-view star by now. Especially after he beat Matisse. Porter by split decision over Margarito. Porter style, great against tall fighters. I doubt it. I got Margarito. Plaster style. New York rappers had to get with the Southern wave. ASAP too smart. South winning to the South side. The South side with North Swag. ASAP Rocky, they clowned him. He don't even make music no more. He ain't even the best one. Ferg by far better than him. Ferg sound like a New York rapper. ASAP don't even make music though. Canelo versus Hagler. Hagler, man. Lee Selby number 134. Yeah, he got a title eliminator versus IBF versus somebody. George Camboso. I like Camboso. Got winning over Mickey Bay. Virgil Ortiz versus Regis. I don't know. I don't at welterweight. I really don't know. I think Regis. I'm not sure. Regis probably maybe. I know Regis can take a punch. Okay. Oh, cool. Okay, I'm cool now. Somebody must be here. My dog barking. Could you ever consider doing a YouTube boxing match if that bread right? Munguia versus Murata. Where it's gonna happen? If it happened in overseas, I got Murata. If it happened in America, I got Munguia. Lara, most raw fighter in boxing. Castanos didn't want to No, that's not true, bro. Castanos got ordered to fight somebody else, bro. You keep saying that. I just told you that's not true. Castanos got ordered to fight somebody else. And the promoter jipped him, so he dropped the belt. It had nothing to do with Lara, bro. Andy or Dillian White if they fight. I don't know what type of shape Andy Ruiz in. Hopkins versus Hagler. Hagler, I said that. Okay, I read that one. I'm late. How long you been on? 1 hour 49 minutes. Well, 50 minutes now. Versus the fake general. 10 G's. Man, I smoked that nigga, man. He ain't in no shape. I beat the shit out of his old ass. I ain't fighting no senior citizens. He don't even show his face. Hopkins wasn't no joke. Hopkins versus Canelo Hopkins. Hagler, Ray Robinson. Nah, I don't know. That's a good fight. I don't know. That's one I never thought of. I'm gonna ask that question. That's a close one. Hagler was a good fighter. Robinson wasn't actually as big as Hagler, but Hagler wasn't a huge guy. I don't know. I'm a sucker for Ray, but that fight can go either way. That's a good fight to talk about. Orzoko was on a short notice opponent because Danny Glassjaw O'Connor's couldn't make weight. Yeah, Danny O'Connor with B&B with Bud in them. At least he was. Pryor versus Floyd. Maybe Floyd. What's your thoughts on Frankie Randall's career? Frankie Randall. Talking about you talking about the one first got to be Chavez. I'm thinking about Randall Bailey. Sorry, somebody asked me about Randall Bailey earlier. Good career. Had some alcoholism problems according to Floyd, but he was good. He beat Chavez a couple times. He got robbed once. I like Frankie Randall. Very underrated fighter. Forgotten fighter. Grizaldo. Yeah, I was listening to him last night. Benny the Butcher and Conway, and it's another one. Yeah, I like their music, bro. I like that album they just dropped, bro. Yeah, I like their music, bro. What's they called? Griselda? I like their music. I like that shit, man. They kind of give me that. They kind of give me that East Coast New York vibe. I know one of them from Buffalo, or are they both from Buffalo? Yeah, I like them. They the only niggas that really them and ASAP is the only one, the newer rappers that sound like New York. Maybe Virgil Ortiz getting whooped by Crawford is a great experience. Maybe so. Maybe so. Aaron Pryor was okay. What are your thoughts on Derek Jeter not being a unanimous Hall of Fame selection Hall of Fame? He wasn't. That was talking about the radio. Kalamazoo boy. That's atrocious. Somebody hating on Derek Jeter. Derek Jeter was a good guy. You know, he was a good guy. He didn't cheat. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why he wasn't a unanimous decision. That's crazy. He must have fucked somebody's wife in the media. That's why I don't like the media having a vote. I can't believe that he wasn't no unanimous selection. The captain? Crazy. Purnell versus Bud. That could go either way. I probably favor Purnell because I know what his career look like. Only thing in New York happening is them boys out of Buffalo. You talking about Griselda, Buddy the Butcher, and Conway. That's it. And ASAP Ferg, that's it. Nazim Loma. Charlo Rosario. Charlo. I don't know. Rosario might be a J-Rock or remains to find a one-hit wonder. Who your favorite comedian all time? Eddie Murphy. Out of the new guys, Mike Epps. I like Kevin Hart too. He hella funny. I like Kevin Hart. He's just more kind of toned down. He ain't as raw as them, but you can't be raw like that no more. Aaron Pryor versus Floyd. All right, answered that one. Hearns and Mayweather. Probably Hearns, but Mayweather probably can get him. Never know. Holmes a dog. Floyd versus Sweet Pea. I don't know. Probably Floyd. Floyd took care of himself better than him. All three from Buffalo. Okay. Yeah, they the only they sound like New York City more than the rest of them. They be going though. I fuck with them though. I like their music, dog. That's why we kind of be telling people like just because you ain't a platinum artist don't mean you can't rap. Everything ain't. Some people aim ain't to be commercial. Roy for Ruiz versus Holyfield at the time. Holyfield, too much supplies. Lubin versus Hearn. Lubin. Antonio Brown versus Logan. I don't know nothing about Logan Paul. Because the only one from NY, they sound like the Golden Age. The Wu-Tang and you had the little black movement tribe and you used to tell Cool G rap and Rakim and Big and Pun and L. Like shit, man, New York is legendary. I try to tell people, man, X, Kiss, Eminem wouldn't crack the top 10 in New York. That nigga ain't even in the top 3 or 4 or 5 of your Wu-Tang. If you can crack the top 3 or 5 of your Wu-Tang, you a good motherfucker. You a good rapper. Capadonna was the truth too, man. People forget about Capadonna. Jizza, Ghostface, Raekwon, and people be trying to give you their opinion on rap, like they listen to the albums. Like niggas be listening to the singles. Like, come on, man. Holmes, you keep asking me the same question. Lubin Harrison, probably Lubin. I like him. Dave East make good. Yeah, he's tight. I don't really listen to him though. I listen to some Joyce, man. Lomachenko Morales. I probably favor Morales. You think J Rock should go back in a rematch or wait? Probably wait, but hey, don't you have you heard the new camp? No, I gotta get that. I meant to download that yesterday. I'm gonna get it though. I'm gonna listen to it. Heart is tight. Did you ever run into your boy that jumped out the car by the CVS while the car was rolling? That shit had me roll. No, you talking about Ricky ass? No, that was my man's boy. My man's, he sold drugs down the street. I forget where I was taking. I was taking that nigga to the crib for something. Funny about that nigga, I remember these niggas on the side of the house smoking, right? And they got pulled over and shit, or the cops flicked them. I ain't never seen this shit in my life before, right? I was in the crib. I don't smoke, but they come. The narcs gave him his weed back. They didn't dump it. They ain't stump on it. They gave. I ain't never seen the police give somebody. His weed was so trash. They gave it back to him. I ain't never heard of that before, bruh. UGK Wu-Tang way better than UGK. That ain't even close. That ain't even close. UGK can't hold the candle to Wu-Tang. That ain't even close. But it ain't fair. It's like 50 of them niggas, man. You got like 5 Hall of Famers over there. A Method Man, a RZA, Raekwon, Jizza, Raekwon, Method Man. You got, a Ghostface Killer. You know what I'm saying? He probably like the other one. You know what I'm saying? What's the other one name that really ain't rap like that, but always is beefing with RZA? Like he with RZA and him. Like maybe Capadonna. Capadonna was straight though. What's your thoughts on Obi? I ain't really never listened to Obi Trice. Capadonna was straight. Capadonna wasn't no trash. UGK definitely overrated, but hell no. Hell no. Wu-Tang, man, come on, man. Shit, hell no, man. Capadonna wasn't trash. Capadonna was nice. Hell no. Capadonna shit went gold. You know how his shit went gold. Capadonna was tight. I fuck with Capadonna. Y'all crazy. People niggas saying that Pimp C and Bub B was garbage out east. Niggas didn't know what them niggas was talking about. Niggas didn't pay attention to them until motherfucking Jay-Z put them on the East Coast. He said my uncle was in Wu-Tang. Crazy as hell. UGK was straight. They was tight. I listened to them all the time, but it wasn't no Wu-Tang. Wu-Tang was a gang, nigga. Wu-Tang was a fucking gang. You listen to Vado? No. Wu-Tang got a yeah, that could be the best. I like Outkast is the best rap group of all time, but Wu-Tang definitely if you just Expect the Deck from Wu-Tang is Expect the Deck good. I was talking about the other one. Expect the Deck was dope. What's the other one? The one that the light skinned nigga, man. What's your thoughts on Pretty Much Fan of junior career? It was alright. He was in a contender. Spice One, y'all like Spice One, brother with the motherfucking strap both side of me. A-Dub with the E-B. Yeah, I like Spice One. Spice One still be snapping, bro. You tripping on UGK, bro. Like, they wasn't nowhere close to, they not even my top 5, bro. Rap groups of all time. That's my opinion. Can't get mad at it. That's my opinion. I like 3-6 over them. Wu-Tang, Outkast, 3-6. Who else you got? Tribe Called Quest? Hell yeah. Shit. I like them. Hell yeah. This is my opinion. No, I don't listen to G Herbo, bro. For real. Don't forget about Killer Priest. What's up, Mooney? Everybody went at least gold in the 90s. Shoot, damn near. Shit, I was surprised that nigga went gold. But it was straight. Who had the best verse on Triumphant? That's toss up. That's like asking who got the best verse on Big Pimpin'. That video was crazy though. I still watch that video from time to time. They better stop playing with Wu-Tang Great. Yeah, man. They spawn too many hits. A-Boy MJG? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, I fuck with them too. But it's tough. I mean, it's subjective. Where you from? That's where you from. Some niggas like the Hot Boys. I mean, shit. You keep. I mean, it's different. Dog Pound. She had a lot of good rap groups back in the day. It ain't no. Man, it's an honor. You know, Mob D. It's an honor to be in the top 10. You guy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You guy. Hell yeah, you guy. I couldn't remember his name for shit. He the weakest one. He the weakest one. Talk about talking shit. Wu-Tang too mainstream. Shit, they got some Method Man Tactical. That shit sound like it was made in the basement. Talk about too mainstream, nigga. Get the fuck out of here. They be killing me. Oh, they too underground. Fuck about it. He didn't. However you cut it, UGK ain't nowhere near better than Wu-Tang. Who the best five? You gotta be NYC. Gotta be on top. But I can't even break them down the city. I love Too Short. E40 Too Short. All the niggas. But ain't no point even no point of going back. Everybody gonna say because they from here. But you can't put UGK Discovery up against no damn Wu-Tang. There's too many of them niggas. They could be in a duel. They nice though. They both was good. New Orleans, Detroit go hand in hand. Nigga, BG lived around the corner from me. Nigga, right now where I'm at. Before he went to jail, BG lived right in New Orleans and Detroit. The same shit, bro. Any New Orleans niggas I ever came in contact with, we always was cool. My nigga Percy, my nigga Day. I had a few niggas from New Orleans I was cool with. Big Pimpin' helped both regions accept each other. Shit, New York don't feel like they gotta accept nobody, bro. For real talk. But Pimp C got one of my favorite verses on Sipping on Some Scissor. We eat so many shrimp. I died poison. Siegel with Meek. Well, you know what I mean? Discovery, I go with Meek, but bars probably Siegel. But I love Meek music though. The South is what started that underground shit. Man, you can go to the Lords of the Undergrounds. You can go to DAZN Effect. That ain't starting no underground shit. It was a nice little underground movement, but the South shit had to be underground because wouldn't nobody play it. But the South definitely dominated the underground. I remember Lil Flip was the underground king. I used to love Lil Flip. Real talk. Then the South, you know, the South was bumping on mixtapes because they ain't had nobody. Nobody was blasting their shit. Hell yeah, but the South definitely dominated the underground shit. Definitely love the South underground shit. Chameleonaire, Paul Wall, MGK, A-Ball, MJG. Yeah, a lot of dudes. For sure. Ghetto Boys was pretty good. They got to be in there. But Ghetto Boys not better than Wu-Tang, though. However you cut it, no. No. I like Face. Keep going on. ATL messed up the rap game for sure. For sure. AB Pops versus Bo Mac. Bo Mac was a fighter, bro. Shit. You better go look up his amateur fights. He posted one on his Facebook. Have you seen Willie D of the Ghetto Boys? Yeah, I seen him. He was like a light heavyweight champion. Willie D used to go in and I like Willie D live, man. Willie D cool. It's Willie D, y'all. It's been a minute, y'all. I like Willie D, man. You see BG all through Schoolcraft, Evergreen, all through that area. For real. Willie D lives in the hood, bro. I mean, BG lives in the hood. Lil Flip was cool. I remember getting, man, yeah, way more. This is the way. When he was underground, Lil Flip was raw. When he came out with Sunshine, he crossed over. Fred versus Kenny Porter. That fight already got us on box rec, bro. You know who got that dub? Who took that L? Junior Mafia Outlaws. Outlaws. But Junior Mafia had Lil Kim in it, right? I don't know. Probably just because of Lil Kim. I just like Lil Kim. But Outlaws, they used to have some classic shit. Tupac elevated any nigga that jumped on this record. Tupac used to have niggas on his album that ain't never had another good song, bro. But they can't correct on Tupac jump. Yeah, Soldier Slim. You gotta compare UGK, 8 Ball, MG. You done with Wu Tang, Dog Pound, Mobb Deep. The simple fact they do. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's hard to compare a duel to 10, like 5 or 7 MCs. That's not fair. That's not fair. Like you gotta compare like 8 Ball, you gotta compare like Wu Tang to like NWA, and you gotta compare them to them. You can't. It's hard to compare a duo with a rap group. That's not fair to. That's not fair to Outkast. I mean, to Outkast or UGK or 8 Ball or MJG. You gotta create a duel. You gotta compare. I like UGK over Mobb Deep. No Limit. No Limit was a record label. No Limit was a record label. Them niggas was producing like they produced like 26 albums in a year. Mia X and Mystical and all them. Hell no, but no Limit didn't have no artist better than Wu Tang, better than most dudes on Wu Tang though. But they was cool though. But most people that say that about Wu Tang don't listen to the albums. Like you gotta listen to Only Built for Cuban Links and Iron Man and Supreme Clientele and Liquid Swords and all that shit. All that shit. You can't compare them to them. They spawned too many good hits. We not talking about commercial with songs on the radio. Like they had some really good, dope, raw albums, nigga. Especially the albums they recorded in like just a little basement or whatever. Them shits was raw. Whatever, 30, whatever it was in the year, that shit was raw. Wu-Tang was different, dog. I still listen to all the albums today. Bobby Digital, that was RZA shit. Only one I ain't listening to is You Got album. For real. Antonio Brown about to get arrested for battery and burglary. I heard. You know they's gonna get him regardless. They's gonna get him for something. He's an idiot. But Bone Thugs, you got to compare Bone Thugs, Wu Tang. I remember the dude from Bone Thugs got chased by Ghostface with a sword. I might do a hood story on that soon. Y'all probably never heard that story at the Def Jam Christmas party, whatever it was. Man, at the end of the day, you cannot compare UGK to a team of 18,000 niggas, man. Can't. You can't. You can't compare them niggas to them, dog. You can compare them to Outkast and 8 Ball. You can't compare them to them, bro. You ain't gonna make me. You not gonna make me say, "Oh, I gotta listen to UGK." I listen to him. Wu Tang is by far better, in my humble opinion. You gotta see the interview you got on Vlad. Yeah, I watched some of it. I gotta watch the rest. And then don't forget the RZA produced all their records though. RZA produced all their records. Dungeon Family, Wu Tang, bro. Dungeon Family was tight, but Wu Tang, fucking no question. I like the Dungeon Family though. You ain't gonna get me to say no group better than Wu Tang. Not no group of 5 or a group of 3 or 2 or more. You're not gonna get me to say no group of 2 or less better than Wu Tang. Not gonna happen. What you think about the Raider new stadium? That shit dope. Like the Death Star. I heard Floyd gonna fight there soon. Master P was the first entrepreneur, right? Yeah, Master P is definitely one of the. He should be on the rap Mount Rushmore for what he done. Yeah, I like Big L. You gotta listen to Big L and Jay-Z freestyle. That shit was crazy, bro. Hey man, any other day Jay-Z would have killed any other nigga in the booth, but Big L was just on another level. But to be honest, Jay-Z just had came back from a party though. Yeah, I like the lock, but you can't call him the locks. Puffy on the locks. Puffy on the locks. I like Bone Thugs, but they ain't the best. I like them though. It's one of my favorite groups. But Bone ain't. It's hard to do. I just can't put it to y'all. He did do. Jay-Z. The freestyle is out. They recorded together. The freestyle is. They got a whole freestyle going for like 30, 40 minutes or some shit like that, going back and forth. Big L was just on another level though, bro. Whew. That nigga flow was like. If I could describe his flow, it was smooth. It was smooth. It was like watching Gale Sayers run. It was just smooth. His shit was just smooth. You know how Twister be going fast, and his shit was just it's like a glider. His shit like it like him and like maybe Big was similar to me. Big was just so it was smooth. It wasn't rocky. Some dudes go high, some dudes go low. But nigga, like, he was just smooth and he just like he glide through bars and shit. Nas another dude, he kind of like real smooth too, but Big L was the smoothest I heard on the mic. Big L was the smoothest. You know what I'm saying? He was just cold with it. It was like you could cut his he could like cutting a he just like cutting a butter knife, just like cutting a butter knife through like hot butter. Like he was just on another level, dog. Like for real. He was just on another level, effortless. That's how they was just effortless. You know what I'm saying? Like it wasn't no stopping. Like when he was in the groove, him and Big, he was just Big Pun too. I like Pun too. Pun, yeah. You know, you got different rappers though. You got guys that got a lot of energy. You got guys that's smooth and just, you know, like people talking about Eminem. Like Eminem is one of them. He come from the school of Redman. You know, kind of like Redman, and Redman very underrated too, man. A lot of people don't know how good Redman, the wordsmith Redman is. But a lot of some dudes, you know, he like just rap real fast, like Eminem, like Twister, some of the Bone Thugs dudes, and they say shit fast. But as you sometimes you break down M bars, people say, "Oh, the metaphor." No, he really ain't say shit. It's just his voice and his delivery. Eminem voice and delivery really save it. If you break it down and you read his bars, they're not saying nothing good. They really pedestrian when you break it down. When you break down Redman shit, you be like, oh shit, it went over my head. Nas kind of get underrated. Nas and Jay go underrated because they above niggas' head. They intellectual. They say some shit, you will listen to it, and they might go over your head because they ain't said it fast. Their delivery is easy. They easy going. You know what I'm saying? And you will listen. You like, oh man, you probably go back and listen 3 times. Like, oh, he said that. Woo, that was dope. But when you're looking at like Twister and Crazy and some of them other dudes, they rap fast and they get your attention. It's kind of like Kendrick Lamar and Control. And they got that energy, and you just like, you don't care what they saying. Like Jay Electronica, like one, he kind of with M and J and Cole and them. You know, he put bars together. He a wordsmith, but it's really easy though. He got a little bit more energy than them, but he easy. The flow is easy, and it rock right. Just certain dudes, you know, it depends. You know, some people they cater to certain style, they cater to certain deliveries, and they cater to certain music. That's all it is. But if you ever go through and break down the bars to what certain people say, I think a lot of times, you know, guys that don't get dubbed lyrical, it go over I think a lot of things T.I. said went over people's heads. I think a lot of dudes from the South. I think Pimp C went over a lot of people's heads. I think T.I. went over a lot of people's heads. Jeezy went over a lot of people's heads. Gucci went over a lot of people. I think a lot of them went over a lot of people's heads for real. You know, they slang was never accepted. Battle rap. I think a lot of them dudes in the South, they slang, it was never a way of life on the East or the West Coast. So they went over a lot of people's heads. People didn't understand it. So you gonna cater to the slang. They say slabs or foes or pulling up a foe. You from Houston or, you know, down, you gonna cater towards that because you know what they talking about. Rap is really a regional thing. That's when rap was at its best. You know what I'm saying? When, you know, Houston rappers and Texas rappers sound like, and not even just South. Texas had a sound. New Orleans had the bounce sound. Memphis had their sound. Atlanta had their sound. You know what I'm saying? New York had, man, shit, even New York, Queens had a certain style. Cool G, 50, Run DMC, Nas and AZ, they had their style. You know, Staten Island, they had Wu-Tang. Long Island, they had Kim. You know what I'm saying? Brooklyn, Jay-Z, Big, they had their own. Rap was better. Midwest, they had their style. You had niggas from Ohio, they had their style. Detroit, they had their style. You know what I'm saying? South Central had their style. Oakland had their style. So you had, yeah, I like Nate Dogg. My sister bought his only, I think his only individual album. She loved that shit. She played it every day. So it was better when everybody had their style. Not everybody sound like each other. You don't know who from who. And it was better when everybody, even Florida dudes, like Trick Daddy. I love Trick Daddy, bro. Trick Daddy's probably one of my favorite my favorite rappers. Trick Daddy going my top 50. You know why? Philly too. Trick Daddy, that was my Jersey too. But Trick Daddy, that's who I grew up on. So, you know, when people try to debate who a better rapper, it depends on who you grew up on. Trick Daddy was the truth to me. That's what I grew up on. Before Rick Ross and all them, Trick Daddy had South Florida on his back. But people don't remember that. Memphis got a hella underrated rap. There ain't no question. Forget Dolphin, Gotti, and Moneybagg. Yo, you talking about A-Ball, MJG, and what Skinny Black, Slit, whatever the Skinny Black dude, whatever it is. I go to Memphis every now and again. I used to go there when I was traveling to school all the time. I had some people there. So, you know, you go out to California, you had different styles. Quick and NWA came out at the same time. They really did, ran on the same time. Everybody sounded different. You know what I'm saying? Run DMC, I love Run DMC. Play him almost every day. Rakim, love Rakim. Big Daddy Kane had a different style. But that's what made rap fun. Because I could listen to somebody and say, bam, oh man, that's Missy. She's from VA. You know what I'm saying? Usually you can listen and that's what made rap really good. Yeah, Luke was really from California, then he migrated down to Miami. So when you used to hear Trick Daddy and Luke, and you knew the radio was better when everybody had their own sound, but now they don't. Now everybody don't have their own sound no more. You know what I'm saying? You know, I used to love when rap in the 90s because everybody was different. You had the conscious niggas, you had Public Enemy. But I used to love Midnight Marauders and Tribe. You should love their albums. You had Dies Effect. I mean, you keep going on. Brand Nubian. They had their little vibe. It wasn't all conscious. You had the little New Jack Swing little vibe coming in. You had your MC Hammers. You had your Vanilla Isis. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, people used to laugh at the South. Outkast was the group that really broke through first on the commercial mainstream side, and they laughed at them until they slowed it down on Elevators. And when they slowed it down, you know, people had to accept the way of life. They did the same thing to NWA and quit. E40 had it the worst. You know, E40 paid away for a nigga like Blueface to come in. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget Chubb Rock. Love Chubb Rock. E40 paved the way for a dude like Blueface. All the hate Blueface get times and times 100. E40 got that. E40 Master P done more for black people than anybody. Black Star Yup. They did more for anybody. Go. E40 sitting on some bread. For real. E40 are in the law form. E40 sitting on some bread. E40 had it the worst. E40 had it the worst. Don't forget about Pastor Troy. They ain't want to sign Pastor Troy neither. Love Pastor Troy. He had a lot of energy. You got a lot of rappers that had it real bad, bro. You had, I can imagine what the Ghetto Boys went through. Them dudes from the South, man, if you weren't from New York, you had it bad. But E40 had it the worst. For real. He had it the worst. But I love Too Short, man. Too Short. Pac and Corrupt was from the East Coast, but they went west, though. So, you know, Corrupt ended up moving out west, and Pac ended up moving out west, too. So, yeah. I just love Pastor Troy, man. Yeah, I just love Pastor Troy, man. Pastor Troy has some good music, though. He brought a different energy. He sounded like the South. He had different energy, though. Pastor Troy get the party. Niggas get the fight and they playing Pastor Troy. I seen a few niggas get knocked out in the club in the South. Ain't nothing. If you ain't never been to the South, Memphis, Alabama, I ain't talking about like Atlanta South, nigga. Atlanta got a nice nightlife. Now they kind of smoothed it out. But if you go down like down there in Memphis and North Carolina, South Carolina, Alabama, You go to the club, Arkansas, Mississippi, Jackson. Go out to the club. Go out to the club down there. You ain't been to no real part. I seen niggas get knocked out at the bar, drag them out. I seen Young LA, Young Dro, T.I. performing small, not T.I. It was another guy performing. I seen a lot of these dudes perform in small bars in Southern Club. Nothing like a Southern club, man. Thing about a Southern club, a girl come in the club for free at 9 o'clock. She got to get in the shower before you hit the skins, though. You probably get in the shower. You gonna be funky, musty, sweaty up in there, dog. I done dehydrated in some Southern clubs, bro. It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing but turn up. That's it. It ain't nothing but Ain't nothing but 100. If it ain't 100 or better, you ain't gonna find nothing different, bro. 100 or better. That's what the club is. It's on 100 or better. For real. 100 or better. I seen people get beat up, dragged out the club. The party don't stop. I seen girls get to swinging. I'm still eating my chicken wings. So down south, man, for real. Not Atlanta South. I'm talking about in like little small hick towns and Bessemer and Tuscaloosa and all them little towns like that, man. Man, I seen some shit, man. Especially Memphis, dog. Memphis go crazy. Memphis go super duper crazy, dog. For real. You think you been to a club, man? Shit. I done seen the stage almost break. I done seen the fights get broke. I done seen rappers fight themselves out the club. I used to go to the club that Doe B got killed in Montgomery. X-rated. I don't know what that is. Probably if I put a song with it. Atlanta. Pimp C say Atlanta ain't on South. When I come to Atlanta, it say Central Standard Time. It ain't the South. Yeah, like Spice One. He from the Bay. Jackson's Mississippi had a curfew when I was going there. That bitch shut down like 2 a.m. Hell yeah. Shit, Mississippi, man. Woo. Mississippi, man. Whew, man. Mississippi different. I've been to Mississippi. Hell yeah. My dorm mates, he lived in Mississippi. I used to go back home with motherfuckers, especially girls. But some of the dudes, our teammates used to drive back to their hometown. And we used to go chill at their crib, whatever. You know, if it was a situation where everybody was leaving for the weekend and you ain't had no way back home. So I used to go to Columbus. I used to go to Atlanta. I used to go to Atlanta all the time. Atlanta, Mobile, uh, Jackson, New Orleans, all that shit. Hell yeah. Yeah, I remember that interview Pimp C did. He said, when I changed my phone, it's a Central Standard Time. It ain't the South. I'm like, this nigga here. Like when you be in Alabama on the border, you got on one side it's a Central Standard Time, and one side is Eastern Standard Time. Yeah, a lot of people. Alabama, Detroit, even New York. Hell yeah. But let me get out of here, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Share the video. Yeah, want to make a donation link description, but so donate, share the video. And we all on all social media, man. So keep checking us out on social media. And hit the thumbs up button on your way out. We gone.